There we go. Welcome back, everybody. I'm, of course, AJ Starkiller. We are back here in the nice SK basement. Queenie, welcome back. It's good to see you. It's finally, The Rock has returned to Tuesday nights. Happy to have you here. Always a pleasure. I hope you've been well. Now normally Tuesday nights are the nights I play Elden Ring, but I was flabbergasted today in the best way by all of the DC Studios news. Darth Xerxes, welcome as well. Always good to see you. But I was so excited by all the news coming out of DC. Hey, Digital Wizard 69, how's it going? Welcome. I know that you just followed not long ago. Welcome to the club. Also welcome to the chat for the first time. But yeah, I am here. I am excited because, like I said, I got a lot on my mind when it comes to the future of the DC Studios. I guess that's the term we're going with. And so that made me want to jump back into the Batman franchise. Plus it's a little more exciting than some of the stuff we've been doing just in terms of play style. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop over to the game, but let's hang out. We'll play some Batman. And why is the delay between chat and me seeing it so long? I don't particularly know. I know that I see it over here sometimes. It might just have to do with, it depends on where I'm seeing it. When I'm looking at it from this setup, I tend to see it a little bit differently. But I think it's because also you have to remember that there's a delay on my stream in general. And it's supposed to be just in case there's any hiccup. It's just a delay that's set up pretty much automatically. So it's probably due to just that generic delay. So I did decide on Asylum, I think, because in all honesty, I kind of want to just play through them all again, but I'm not sure. I do love all of them, I'm not gonna lie. Here we go. 23 seconds. I don't know why it's 23 seconds. I mean, maybe some of it is me not paying attention. I don't think it is. Ta-da! We're over here starting on this. But yeah, I love both of these games. I like Arkham Knight, but I'll be honest that Knight is... what am I doing? Oh, there's no indicators and stuff. I've never tried it on hard before. I'm sure I could do it, but we'll keep it on normal for now. I don't care. We can always mess it up. It just glitched out and I think it's back to normal. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why it did that. Why are you breaking things? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, 23 seconds is an awful long time. It could have just been a glitch. I'm a huge Batman fan, which is funny because I always talk about Superman because I do love Superman. Superman's my favorite character, but I also really love Batman. Oh, I haven't played these. Arkham City is the best of the games. It's got all the great open world stuff, and I'm not tied to the Batmobile for the entire game. You gotta help the hitchhikers. They might be escaping patients. No, Arkham City is the best one. I absolutely believe that, but... I haven't played any of these since Kevin Conroy passed away. Who's that? Hi, Ladrillo70. Hola, how's it going? Welcome to the chat for the first time. We are hanging out. We just started playing some Arkham Asylum. We got some great news on the DC Studios front, some exciting news, and yeah, here we are. Oh my god, I did. So for anyone who didn't hear, Mark Hamill was asked if he would ever come back as the Joker again, and he said that he's done because every time he was offered the role, the first thing he would ask is Kevin coming back as Batman? And that won't be a thing anymore. So without Kevin, his Joker has no Batman.
Really? I don't mind walking. Not so tight, boys. You'll crease the suit.
Get that filthy degenerate out of here.
Warden, something's not right. I'm going with him.
There's that beautiful voice. Scared your mom when we were watching Gotham and Jerome came on and started doing his thing and I was grinning super wide. Nice.
He got here just before you did.
Oh, because I messed with something. Let's see. I love Batman. I do too, Queenie. DC is my bread and butter. That's what I've been reading DC as long as I could read comics. Like, that was pretty much what I learned to read with. This game, okay. So do you guys want to hear the funny story of my first experience with this game when it came out? Yes, I have played The Last of Us, Ladrillo. I played it when it first came out. Never actually played the second one. Need to get around to it. Without Batman, it takes all the fun out of the crime. Yep, without Batman, crime has no punchline. So, the funny story that I have with this game. So, my first kid was born the year that this game came out. And I was super excited. So it came out, like, he was born in September, and I want to say this game came out in September. So my girlfriend at the time, my son's mom, you know, she gives birth, and my best friend, bless his heart, comes up to the hospital, and he was like, hey man, as a gift, you know, since you got a kid, he was like, I wanted to get you a gift, and he got me Batman Arkham Asylum, and she has never let him live it down to this day, that she pushed a human being out of her body, and he brought me a gift. So, that is my connection to Batman Arkham Asylum. I finished City and Night, but I've never finished Asylum. What? I'm the Warden Idiot. You'll never escape. I love both, but if I had to choose Marvel or DC, DC has my heart. Same. I love Daredevil. I love Spider-Man. But in the end, if I only could pick one, it'd be DC. You don't like bald Tim Drake? Or is it this game? Does he look the same in all of them? I don't remember where he's like bald buff Tim Drake. It's a little weird, but like,
Whatever, just be quick.
Pretty boy twink. I get that.
Patient seems to be in satisfactory condition.
Steve Bloom's beautiful baritone voice. That's a bass voice, but whatever.
Seems to be.
Need to take my temperature? I'd be happy to drop my pants.
It's all yours. Get him out of here. He's good. Get the door open.
For the Star Wars fans in the house, Steve Bloom, that doctor right there. Also, Gara Zebarelios in Rebels.
You heard the lady. We got another psycho on the way.
Cape dramatically flowing in the wind.
Smell the excitement in the air.
Must have been one of the
Must have been
guards.
one of the guards then.
That voice was Zeb, yes.
Is that you?
You do a really good impression of Mark Hamill's Joker. Nice. I used to do a better one. It's not as good as it used to be.
Trained on it.
Killer Croc is one of my favorite villains. I really hope we get Killer Croc in the second of Robert Pattinson's Batman movies. I really hope. With the city flooded, it's a perfect environment for Killer Croc.
I've got your scent, Batman. I will hunt you down.
That's one handsome man.
A toy collar won't stop me from killing you, Batman. I'll rip you apart.
Hey, you never know. Put in the work learning to do other voice work, and you never know. Maybe one day they'll give you a call. Speaking of The Last of Us, Troy Baker, very prolific video game voiceover artist, specifically video games. He does other stuff as well, but he does a lot of video games. Troy Baker, the voice of Joel in The Last of Us, the video game, also has played both Batman and the Joker in different projects from Arkham Origins through a bunch of DC animated projects.
Pirate Blackgate caused hundreds of my crew to be moved here.
I thought I told you to stay quiet.
Oh, Frankie. Really should learn to keep that
Favorite
fat
DC
mouth
superhero
of
other than the
yours
big
shut.
three is Green Arrow.
Get you into
Oh,
trouble.
yes.
Tell me,
John Constantine.
this easily.
I hate that that's the right way to say it. I still say Constantine, but he points out many times in the comics it is Constantine.
Horrifying conclusion. All thanks to you and
The Book of Matches.
Was that the answer you wanted?
All patients should avoid contact with prisoners from Blackgate Prison Facility.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's always Constantine. Might have seen my comment earlier where I said I wanted Matt Ryan. I love Matt Ryan as Constantine. I really do. I think he did a fantastic job.
What?
Oof.
Don't you trust me?
I love this design of the Joker. Of all the Joker designs we've had, this is one of my absolute favorites. No, here's the thing. So the Keanu Reeves Constantine movie is a fantastic neo-noir film. It's a great movie if you don't look at it as an adaptation of Hellblazer. If you just look at it as a... Whoa, something's going on with my computer. Hang on. But if you look at it just as a neo-noir film... What's Admiral Yularen doing working at Arkham?
Sorry, Batman. Arkham staff
Sorry.
only. I assure you, if anyone's qualified, it's
Grand
Alyssa.
Admiral Yularen.
Oh,
Oh, that was a good one, Queenie. But yeah, if you look at Keanu Reeves' Constantine as just a neo-noir film and take it for what the film presents itself to be, it is very good. It's really cool. It's a terrible Hellblazer adaptation, but it's a really cool movie. Like, I don't want to see... I want to see... They're making a sequel. I'll watch it. I don't want to... It'll be an Elseworlds title. Yeah.
Joker's loose. Alert the warden.
Joke's on you.
The joke's on you.
Honey, I'm home.
Come on in.
I love the self-contained isolationist horror vibes that this game gives.
Let's get this party started.
Well, hello there.
I apologize for this interruption to your regular entertainment.
Plus, I love how absolutely brutal Batman is in this series. So, another game that I absolutely love is the Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War series, the Middle-earth ones. those use the same combat system as this, but also add the Nemesis system, which is the coolest video game mechanic I've ever seen. Harley in her widow's outfit. Oh shit! Oh hey guys, how's it going? Nice try. Oh, come on. I forget we're still in Asylum, where some of those counters I still have to be closer to. Slow motion. Badoosh. When she goes goth after Joker's death is your favorite outfit. That is a cool outfit, I'll give you that.
I'll find a way out. Gordon, try and contact the warden. Let him know what's happening.
Really good at this combat system. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's my absolute favorite. It makes you feel the most badass without being too easy. And the Shadow of Mordor games, oh, I'll play those on a different stream because I love Lord of the Rings too. And the combination of this system with the Nemesis system, top tier. Some of the best combat I've ever had in a game. Love it.
Of course it is.
Okay, I just got to remember some of the... Like, I remember the combat stuff. It's just the non-combat stuff I got to remember. I don't think I can do any of that. Oh, your grandma's really cool? Nice. It's nice to have a cool grandma. My grandma was pretty cool too.
Everywhere that madman goes, death is.
That's cool that she would sit and watch you play though. Nope, it's not this one where I can do this. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? God, this combo system always feels so cool. Learning about you just makes me think more and more you're just older and straight.
He's running free in Arkham.
Do you need anything? Is my dad still there?
Commissioner Gordon is safe. Joker's not far ahead.
Also, why you gotta call me old like that? That hurts. Just kidding. Patient pacification chamber. What's going on, Zach?
It's Zaz. He's got Mike. He's strapped in the chair. Zaz has totally lost it.
Wait here.
You can't. He'll kill Mike if he sees anyone trying to get close.
He won't see
won't
me.
see me.
I see anything that looks even a little bit like a bat.
Oh, that's one thing I do love in... Is it City where we see Zaz? I think it's City where we see all of Zaz's victims posed. Yeah, because in Night it's Professor Pig's victims. But yeah, Arkham City where you see him having posed all of the all of the victims. So good. So creepy.
Zaz has got my buddy. He's gonna fry him. Do something.
Grandma's a sci-fi fan, into Star Wars, Trekkie, watches Black Mirror, she was into comics. Oh, wow.
I've got to get close enough to Zaz to
Yeah, she definitely sounds cool.
ground, so I'll stay up high.
Oh, that's how I go to detective mode.
Be able to support my weight if I grapple up to them.
I see anyone coming close, and he dies.
Kapow!
Zaz is down, but not for long.
Oof.
Someone put this animal back in his cell.
Yeah. You know my feelings on Gotham. Victor Zsasz is one of my favorite Batman villains. You know, I'm thinking about it. Has Tara Strong ever done a Star Wars voice? Speaking of Star Wars voices, I don't think so. Not anything big that jumps out of my brain. She's done a ton of stuff. Who do you think the villain should be in Batman, in the Batman 2? I'll tell you mine while I wait for you to type. Type yours, we'll see if it's the same. Oh, Mr. Freeze. I want Mr. Freeze and Killer Croc and maybe some other people. Okay, she has done voice work in the Old Republic. Okay, yeah, so she's done some. Okay, Deacon Blackfire could be a good villain. If you want to keep it very grounded and real. I know him. I didn't mean to do that.
Harley thinks she has trapped Denver. Or was very bright.
Here we go, but make him more like a real-life cult leader. Yeah, I could absolutely see that. And you know what? That fits. I want multiple villains.
Batman found a way out. He just ripped the door off the wall.
I want multiple villains in the second one. I want, like, Mr. Freeze, but you can also have a Deacon Blackfire running a cult. You can also have Killer Croc, who's, like, cannibalizing people in the water who get too close. You know, I think it's a great setup for multiple villains to possibly appear. Even if you just kind of build up some of them, like one of my favorite things is Bruce Wayne villains as opposed to simply Batman villains. And Deacon Blackfire could be a Bruce Wayne villain very easily, where you could have it, you know, have to do with him, have him leading a cult that is you know, blaming Bruce Wayne and the rich elite of Gotham for everything that happened, which is very much in line with the themes from the first film. Yep, see? Exactly. Like, I mean, we're on the same sort of page.
Joker toxin. Listen, the room is full of poison gas. Anyone caught in there is dead.
Are you gonna get in there and help them, Batman?
It's too late for them, buddy. But sure. I love the way Batman just goes around ripping vents off the walls with his bare hands. Like, let's not talk about the property damage costs to rebuild after all this.
This isn't a simple escape attempt.
Joker's
been planning this.
Right? The cape physics. Oh, the other great thing that this game started and the rest continue is not just the cape physics, but the damage done to the suit throughout the course of the evening. That's another of my absolute favorite things.
I can't. I'm gonna fall.
Please, you've got to help Steve. He can't hold on much longer.
Where is Steve? I don't even see Steve. Oh, he's all the way over there. Okay. Well, how am I supposed to help your friend Steven? It's been a while, and I'm like, some of these puzzles, I'm like, what am I looking for? Because I think I need to turn on the vent or something. Oh, it's up there. The Durkater. I thought he was talking about the guy way down on the other end. I'm not even looking up. Bruce Wayne is Batman's sugar daddy. And then the actual cultists be like, oh, Mr. Wayne, you absolutely have to meet the Deacon. And he's built up. Yeah, I mean, that's possible. You could also do like a villain like Hugo Strange. You know, you could do lots of non super villains. I just really want to see Batman square off against a cool version of some villains like Mr. Freeze. Wayne covers all the property damages. I like it.
Attention. Air purity is now at normal levels.
You're welcome. Oh, I love his laugh.
Attention. Decontamination room access is now permitted.
One of the things I love about Mark Hamill's Joker is the way he talks about... Pun was not intended. It's the way he talks about the different levels to Joker's laugh and the different kinds of laughs he gives him, which is so neat when you realize that, like, that's Joker's ultimate, like, social weapon is his laugh. Okay, I can't break that. But apparently I can walk into that. Oops. I keep wanting to slide and I can't do it. The beautiful thing about laughter is that you really can't fake laugh without eventually laughing for real. Come on. Oh my god, throw a punch already. So I can... Oh! That guy's not having kids. Oof. Yeah, no. He clotheslined his nuts. What are you talking about? He put him in his bag. What's on your utility belt? That man's testicles.
There's no escape, Joker. I will find you.
I'm counting on it. Just not yet.
Okay, subtle thing. That big tank that guy is in resembles the cell that Joker is put in at the very end of Arkham Knight in Batman's mind. I just recognized that there. Come on. You gonna run at me or what? Oh, I have to wait for you to run. Come on. Come on. Run to daddy. Thank you. Am I playing Elden Ring again? What's going on here? Oh, I didn't dodge. I forgot to dodge roll. I didn't double tap it. Whoop. There are so many things I can't quite do in this game that I could do in, like, City, and it's just a tiny bit obnoxious. You punch that ground. You show him, this is my strong hand. You give him the strong hand.
That was unexpected, wasn't it? Well, note to self, need stronger test subjects. Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll give you this one for free. Knock me off, I dare you. End this. Pull the plug. Stop me once and for all.
Sometimes I just love to listen to Mark Hamill talk. Yeah, kill me. You won't do it. Come on, bats. I love the way he like always seems to spit the word bats. I really liked the Riddler in the Batman. As the Riddler is my favorite villain, I really liked... Okay. I really liked that portrayal of the Riddler. It's not necessarily my favorite.
Get in here before more of them come.
But I really liked what it did within the context of the film. But I agree, the GIMP suit is weird. Ah, see, so speaking of the pinstripe suit, I was really, and Riddler's GIMP suit, I was so hoping when we saw Barry Keoghan's Joker in the deleted scene and in that quick end scene in the Batman, I was really hoping that he was going to be more like this, more like the clown prince of crime. And I thought that maybe he'd be able to like look at the Riddler and be like, you know what you're missing? Style. And that would be how the Riddler upgrades to the next time we see him, to the green suit with the, you know, with the question marks, because he picked up fashion from, you know, Captain Pinstripe. But then they showed us the deleted scene, and no, it's just more of the deformed Joker. I didn't love it. It's not bad. His performance is really good. I just don't like deformed, mutated Joker.
I should go back to the holding cells. Bowles wasn't
Right? It would have been a really cool way to kind of have them, quote-unquote, bond, because their relationship is really interesting in the comics. Sometimes they're on good terms, sometimes there's literally the war of jokes and riddles. My Riddler cosplay is based on that one. Yeah, absolutely.
Don't worry.
Yeah, yes, channeling the Megamind. I like it.
Joker will not win. I won't let him. I'm starting where he was taken. A guard named Frank Bowles attacked him.
Took aspects of Edward Nashton, Enigma from Gotham, and Enigma from Arkham City. Yeah, I really like the portrayal of the Riddler in the Arkham games as well. The design is a little weird, like suburban Hawaiian dad Riddler, but the concept, my perfect Riddler is Jigsaw from the Saw films. Just like a man who puts people in these awful death traps, and then when they die goes, I didn't kill them, it's not my fault they weren't smart enough to figure it out. You know, that's always been my dream version of the Riddler. And stay down. Punches him in the dick. Oh, God. The amount of, like, medical bills that these guys are gonna have. Poverty. Here's my problem with the way Arkham Batman treats these guys, okay? Poverty creates crime. All these broken bones, they ain't got no insurance. They're gonna rack up tons of medical bills. They're gonna keep committing crimes to pay off those medical bills. Batman, you're just making more. Oh, hold on. Get in here. I love the idea behind detective mode. 99.8% whiskey.
Oracle, I've got a trail.
That's great. You follow it. I'm grabbing every reference to Arkham I can find. Maybe useful later.
Yeah, I've never seen your Riddler cosplay, but I dig it. You know, I dig the idea. I think it's not that Riddler is treated necessarily like a joke. It's more that A lot of the problem just is that he is a silly villain. Like, what kind of villain? And this is what you have to ask when you're writing the Riddler, is what sort of villain tells people what crimes he's going to commit ahead of time. You know, and that's the game. And that's the only thing I didn't like about the Batman's Riddlers. That's the game. The game is, I'm going to tell you everything and you're not going to be able to figure it out. It's a challenge, but The birds and bats work for the bourgeois. AJ Bruce doesn't understand poverty. Okay, but that's one of my favorite things about the Batman, is that he doesn't understand poor people or poverty or the working man. One of my favorite scenes is when he's in the apartment. He's in Nashton's apartment looking around, and he's like, what is this? And the guy's like, it's a carpet ripper. You know, they use it to rip up the carpet. And you can tell that, like, for a moment, that's Bruce Wayne, like, what the fuck? You rip up carpet? You can do that? How do people do that? I've always paid a guy to do that kind of stuff. My house has original hardwood flooring. Like, it's such a moment of disconnect for Bruce Wayne. I really like that moment. I have no pictures. That's all good. He does riddles as a compulsion. Yeah, I've always liked, the reason I've always said that he is and should be Batman's arch nemesis is because Batman is the world's greatest detective, and the Riddler feels more of a villain to him, to that aspect, than the Joker does. But oh, I can't scan any of this stuff yet, so I'm just wasting my time. Sorry, I really liked Matt Reeves' Batman movie, if you can't tell. I have lots of opinions on it. I need to go back, rewatch it, and make a bunch more, like, TikToks about it and stuff. Because now's the time to get back into making more DC content anyway, which has me excited, because for a while there, it was just kind of pointless to make DC content because, you know, everything's been just so bad for so long. But now I'm excited. I got high hopes. Call me Brendan Urie, because I have high hopes for the future of DC.
Harleen Quinzel? Call me Harley. Everyone does. I'm surprised you want to intern here at Arkham. I've always had a thing for extreme
I love these patient interviews. One of my favorite things from Arkham Asylum.
Right now, these are hardcore psychotics. Most would rather kill you than speak to you.
I'm sure I'll be fine, Doctor.
They'll eat you for breakfast. I mean it. One or two of them will enjoy.
Why are the doctors always German in these strange places? They're always Doctor. It reminds me of Dr. Scratch and Sniff from the Animaniacs. There's the Riddler. Mr. Zaz. The Riddler has my favorite of the interviews, the one where he's like, just because we'll get there eventually, but when he says, what walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs in the evening? A person, obviously. You know, they walk on 4 legs as a baby, 2 legs as an adult, and they walk with a cane in the end of their life. No, a baby. If you chop off 2 of its legs in the afternoon and give it a crutch for the evening, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's so dark. But I love it because, like, it shows you the ways in which the Riddler can be quite insane sometimes. Whoop. Shimmy. Oh, use the left. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Let's see. There's a reason why Tim is called the detective. Yeah, Tim is a very good detective. That's his shtick. Doesn't mean he's better than Bruce, but yeah. Oh, that green suit? Because of Freud, or, you know, Project Paperclip. I just like kicking around that grate. Aw, Frank just brings me back to The Last of Us, and now I'm sad again. Shake what you inherited from your Martha, Bruce. Shimmy like your life depends on it. Climb up towards the ledge, then shimmy along. I love that they call it shimmy. There should be an option. I've gotten DMs in the past. I don't typically send DMs on Twitter, so good question. But I have received them, so I know it's possible.
Warning. Multiple security breaches on level B4.
Level B4? B4 what?
Warning. Multiple security breaches
Aha!
on level A.
There you are. Wahoo! Yep, even in Batman, I can't get away from making the damn Mario noise whenever I jump. Oh, now it wants me to... Rock me, Amadeus, Amadeus, Amadeus. Amadeus, Amadeus, Amadeus.
Through my
Oh,
actions,
oh,
I
oh,
have saved
Amadeus.
this cursed city, though my own curse is to forever remain in the shadows. My story
No
is
shit,
carved in the
mine
very
too.
soul of Arkham, and will only be
We're two
revealed
peas in a
to
pod.
those dedicated enough to discover it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably not gonna be dedicated enough to discover all of them. I'm just playing this time just to experience the game. Alright, let's go mess some guys up. What up, guys? Did I interrupt something? Oh, come on. That's not what I pushed, and you know it. But whatever. Just like that. Like, what are you doing? Come on. Whatever. Should have been perfect, but alright, I'll take it. Beat their ass.
Not yet, but I'm getting close. Harley Quinn tried to slow me down.
When you jump, you make the Sonic noise?
Of course not. I'll get back to you when I reach the end.
Okay, I'll check them out after I'm done here, and I will let you know what I think. But I'm sure I'll think well of them. Oh no, they're locked. Looks like I have to go through the vent again. Secret tunnel.
I've got a kid. You don't have to. Right. I don't have to. I just want to.
Yikes.
Okay, watch this. No one gets past. If he moves, shoot it. We've got it. Anyone coming this way is dead.
Okay. Why can I not get up on that one? Do I need to go to a different one? Oh, no, I need to wait.
Taking control of the cell block transfer corridor.
That's not good. I patched into a guard radio. It sounds like Joker's
How can you not sing Secret Tunnel?
I'll calibrate the cowl's vision mode.
I'm a huge fan of the show that was canceled way too soon, Gallivant, which is like this musical. It was a somewhat adult musical made by the guys who did all the Disney music back in the day. And there's a song in there where they talk about they're off on a secret mission, but they're drunk. And so they sing really loud as they're running through the castle, telling people, shh, we're on a secret mission. You just keep staring over there, buddy. Oh, it won't let me do the takedown yet. I have not seen Holy Musical Batman, but now I'm intrigued. Because that sounds great already.
No problem.
Yes, amok.
Good. Our friend rode his way. He's in a trap. He must not leave this building. Do you understand me? Oh, look who it is.
Oh, your pointy ears burning. It's a Star Kid musical. I want to be your friend forever. I want to be a modern dancer. That's a really weird thing to say. That came out of nowhere. Oh, that's where that came from. I remember that now because I remember seeing the TikTok audio and stuff. That's where that came from, isn't it? Alfred is Spider-Man? What?
Joker here with a quick update on what's new in the asylum. Some idiot is running around the asylum.
Oh, this is... We're at the fun part, and by fun I mean not fun at all, but like also incredibly fun. Let's be Batman. Firebringer and Trail to Oregon. Tell me Trail to Oregon is based off of the Oregon Trail game. Okay, there's only two of them? Oh, okay, well then we can...
Yeah, give us orders and then sit in a nice safe room.
Oh shit, that's not where I meant to go. Get back up there. Okay. This is not where I was planning on ending up, so let's get back up here. It is, oh my god. That's pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, come on! I was right there. What are you doing? Whoop! Hello, sir. The guy who doesn't like musicals. Oh, it's my favorite thing. Oh, I can't do it yet. Dang it. I wanted to grab him, but I can't do it. All right. Oh, that was not what I did. Doesn't matter. Still Batman. Man stood there and watched Batman come up and punch him. He did shoot me. Buddies, bros, friends, amigos, pizza, Nintendo. Woo woo, let's go. When you're on a balcony and you rush down and hang people upside down. Yeah. Okay, come on. Let me get... Where's the... Why are you not letting me... There you go. Come on. There's only 3 of you, so I'm not super worried about you. You, shush. Shut up, shut up. Batman is not asking consent. He's just coming up and choking people. We all respect a little choking every now and then, but like, you gotta ask permission first, otherwise. Hey, you're not supposed to. What? There's a building there, dum-dum. You're supposed to. Fine. This is like Mass Effect all over again, where I'm just like, I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something. Oh, come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come here. No. I probably can't even do an inverted takedown anyway. Oh, come on. This is needlessly difficult. Like, I know what I want to do, and it's not letting me do any of it. We'll get there. We'll get there. It'll be easier when it lets me... Oh, can I upgrade? Okay. That's what I was missing. There we go. Now I can do the thing. What else you can do when faced with Batman? Oh, whoa. Hey, maybe. Might work for you. You're not where I need you to be, buddy. Come up here. Woohoo. Could you come up here, please? Fine. Fine, I will come to you. Ugh. I think after Talia, Batman would be better informed about consent. Or would be better about informed consent. Yeah, you would think so. That's like with the fact that they're adapting, you know, they're bringing Damian to the screen in Brave and the Bold. I hope they just go ahead and let him be a consensual baby and not like don't have it like he, you know, she took advantage of him while he was sleeping or anything like that, because yikes.
Officer Bowles' trail stops here.
The Bone Man. Oh my. Dead end. Okay. Here he comes. I know you can.
Yes, it is I, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and more importantly, your...
Well, remember that DC canonically says that their characters don't, like, you know, they don't pet the kitty cat or anything. So, I mean, I guess that sort of weird repression leads to those situations. They're wrong. Heroes take care of business. Yeah, she did. She did. It's still rape. One of my biggest, like, Riddler sounds like someone on an infomercial. I would have expected a child to work that one out, let alone the world's greatest detective. He's such a, yeah, he's got that very transatlantic accent.
Over here. I saw you clear the room.
So you just watched? Thanks for the help, buddy. You have a machine gun.
It was a massacre. Bowles came walking in telling everyone to cover the front entrance. Said something about Joker's army coming through the main gate. 2 of my guys moved to the exit, and Frank shot him dead. They never stood a chance.
Was Bowles alone?
Thought he was. Then I saw Harley Quinn. She was surrounded by Black Gate prisoners. They were just killing everyone in the room.
How dare they?
I got in here, locked the door. I could see it on the security feed. They had someone with them. Looked like the commissioner.
Bowles is dead. They carried on without him. Must have outlived his usefulness.
A V. Has this ever happened to you? Hi, I'm Edward Nigma. The slap chop can help dozens of henchmen. VTM Chronicle. Oh, Vampire the Masquerade. That's right. I was like VTM. But then I remembered you were talking about Chronicles, Vampire the Masquerade stuff. Well, I'm glad you were able to come up with something. You don't know jack about Gotham. Tune in to find out.
We apologize for this interruption to our regular broadcast. Jack Ryder is live from the Gotham Bay Area with some breaking news.
This is Jack Ryder with breaking news at the Gotham Bay.
On Arkham Island. 2 minutes ago, Joker broadcast to all news channels this chilling message.
Greetings, Gotham. This is the voice of your new master. Oh, hang on.
I'm listening to Mark Hamill now. It's set in Houston. Nice.
I'm in control of Arkham Island, and you can all consider it out of bounds.
Where's that ringing coming from? I don't again. Okay, moving on. I don't have time for your BS, Joker. I hear your voice enough around here. I gotta rip more vents off the wall. The repairmen are gonna have a hell of a time with this. It's not even about the money at this point. It's about the inconvenience. I'm calling it Magnolia by Midnight. I'm sorry, I don't know why I laughed. I realized you were talking about your thing afterwards. But that's a good name. It's good. Property damage, go brr. Kick it off. Ah! Tempted to stream musical Batman on Discord. You should. I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. Wrong one. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh. Take a look at the beauty that is Arkham Island. Man, this game blew my mind when it came out. I was so excited. And this is the feeling that the Batman gave me. Of a Gotham that felt like it could exist in this same world. Okay. Woo! Oh.
Sorry, sir, but you can't come in this way. It's locked down.
Where does the door
That's also Steve Bloom's
to the old
voice.
pump station. Warden Sharp had it closed down soon after he arrived.
Once you do, you'll have to let me know your opinions on the characterizations. I am excited to check it out. I'll say that. Maybe we start that D&D channel. I can run it for that at some point. Maybe. That's definitely a possibility. I do have a lot of projects I'm working on right now. I got some podcast projects I'm starting. Okay, where am I going? Looks like I need to probably go where that red guy was. Forgot that the cops told Batman no. The Batman.
Disable the Batmobile.
That guy really thinks he's got main character energy.
Where are you?
I'm outside the Arkham mansion. Harley Quinn probably triggered the alarm. If she's still
Batman in the rain. We need a good backdrop for this conversation.
Still parked up outside the intensive treatment building in Arkham North.
I love the drops hitting the camera. It makes it feel very real. Okay, so I was going the right way, see? Oh man, I was so excited when Arkham Knight was like, you get the Batmobile. I was like, yes! And then it was like, all you do is sit in the Batmobile forever for the entire game. And I was disappointed again. Hey, are you a ballsy NPC too? Started listening to the Batman audio adventures on HBO. Then Robin said, "Holy necrosis, Batman!" And you dipped. The problem was everything required you to. Riddler missions, like all of the... Oh, shit, 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 shit. There's guys there. No! I didn't pay attention to the fact that they were right there. Okay. Let's try this again. Without getting shot this time. They know I'm here though. Oh no, now they're a little better. Like, I haven't died yet. I'm not planning on dying yet at all. If I can play it right. Canst thou not sprint? Oh, I suppose I could have, but I keep forgetting because it's clunky. Like, it's funny how great these, like how fluid the system feels until you go back to an old game and you realize how clunky it was originally. Get off my... Oh, come on. It's also touchier about timing than later ones are. Like I used to be able... In the other ones, I can hit... If I hit the counter in the right time, I'm gonna die. Even if I'm across the screen, it will still counter it. It won't do that in this one. I have to be in close proximity.
Supply of explosive gel in the trunk of the Batmobile.
Let's take a look at this Batmobile, though. Very Batman 89. Like, I love it. Batman, but it's hardcore mode. Like playing Assassin's Creed after playing, like, Odyssey. Yeah, it's just because, like I said, all the other ones you can, if you press counter at the right time, he'll counter from pretty much anywhere in the fight. Here, he does not. Odyssey was weird for me. I love Assassin's Creed. That's another game I absolutely love. But Odyssey was weird for me because they took away the block system and just gave you parry. The explosive gel looks like a Lego gun.
Gordon's smarter than he looks. Left me a trail to follow. Oracle, I found a pipe. It has your father's initials carved on it.
It was a birthday gift I gave him last year. There's no way he'd leave it.
I mean, maybe he didn't like it very much.
He's alive, Barbara.
Maybe he doesn't like you, Barbara. Look, I have kids. Like, sometimes, I mean... there you are. Oh, my favorite Assassin's Creed protagonist. I do like Ezio, but that's a tough one. Could it be... Is it Cassandra? Or Cassandra? It might be at... I think it's Cassandra. I really like Odyssey. I really do. He really is an idiot. But I like Ezio as well.
The security doors are locked.
Complicated relationship with the Assassin's Creed because you like... Except for Syndicate and Unity, and I'm tired of all the negativity towards the new games. The problem is that the new games just aren't the same as the old ones. They really aren't. And I like that, but some people just don't. And, you know, I get it. I don't blame them. Yeah, he puts the gel in the shape of the bat. Like, it's such a subtle little thing that you're just like, really, Batman?
I just want everyone to know that I really appreciate all the hard work. You know, watching you guys is like a night in. Watching my favorite movie. What was the name of that movie again? Oh yes, Attack of the Stupid Bungling Idiots Who Can't Find an Even Bigger Idiot Running Around Dressed Like a Man.
Ah, yes. Attack of the bungling idiots who can't find an even bigger idiot who's running around dressed like a bat. That was also one of my favorite films. I definitely hear that complaint about the Assassin's Creed franchise, you know, that they were releasing the same game. My problem with the Assassin's Creed franchise has been that it's not that they put out the same game, it's that they put out for a long time too much, and you could tell in the production value that there were problems, because like I remember one time they released like 3 or 4 Assassin's Creed games in the span of like a year and a half. They were churning those games out like churning butter. And so I am happy that they've kind of slowed down on some of that just a little bit, and they're putting more effort into their games. But like Assassin's Creed Valhalla might as well be Red Dead Redemption 2 but with Vikings. See, how does that not hit that guy? Nope, can't. I'm hitting counter and it's like, no. See, tried to counter that guy that was right there. What? I can't wait to get to city. For now, I'll just beat the shit out of you guys, but just know that I'm coming for your asses in fucking city. Oh, I can't even do a beatdown.
I'm just sitting here watching cartoons. If any of you fine Black Gate rejects is bored, come over and see me. Don't look up when you open the door. You'll spoil the surprise and my experiment.
You think Joker's jerking off in the cartoon room? Because that sounds like what I heard him say right there. Didn't like Unity and Syndicate because I don't like the maps. I don't like how small and restrictive the city maps are. I understand that. Odyssey, I'm also like... So my area as a historian was later, closer toward the Middle Ages, towards the Crusades. But my first love growing up was Greek mythology. And so Odyssey is one of my, like... top 15 games. I really loved that game. Just for me, if nothing else, it's the experience of traversing ancient Greece that's so exciting. I don't even care about the storyline. I don't care about anything else. Just like going through ancient Greece, the world of ancient Greece, blew my mind.
Way past the security gate. Gotta find another route.
Impreg Joker being canon? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Hang on. I gotta leave here and go back out. I gotta go in a different way, I think. Hang on. Hang on. How do I... Oh, I think it's silly, and sometimes comics can be silly, and I like it. Like, legitimately. Aha! Look at me remembering shit. I think it's one of those where it definitely wasn't necessary by any means, but like I said, I like funny in my comics sometimes, so like I'll allow it. First two games had a decent open world, Brotherhood and Revelations, where Rome and Istanbul were big enough, were interesting. 3 had the same decently sized map. Black Flag is perfect. Black Flag is great. I absolutely love Black Flag. Has the best combat system out of any of them. Yeah, no, Black Flag's great. And I still haven't played Origins yet. Once you invent the wheel, why do it again? Like, I still haven't played Origins. I didn't come back for Origins, but then did for Odyssey, because I was like, Ancient Greece, fuck yeah. Hell, I may do that anyway. Sounds fun. Just going around in a giant circle at this point. I love the weird kicking off of the vents. All that for a trophy. Oh, Riddler, how I hate thee. That's like, I did one of the only games I've ever 100%ed was Arkham Knight. And that's because I wanted the 100% ending, and that meant chasing down all of those damned Riddler trophies, and I hated it.
Why does he need the doctors? I've got to save them.
All right, now it's time to actually be Batman. Now that we can do this. Hey, you. Cha-ching! Ha 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 ha! Okay, 4 more of you. 3 of you over there. 1 of you over here. Okay, you get to be my new friend. My new best friend. Get out of here. No. I'd rather mess with you by yourself. Then we'll deal with Tweedledee and Tweedledumbass. Hello, hello, folks. Sardonically. Welcome, welcome. Wow, we got a ton of people dropping in. Oh, hey, Akil. How's it going? I apologize if I mispronounce your name, but welcome and hi, everybody. We are running around Batman and folks, because who doesn't want to be Batman? Dun, dun. Oh, come on. And that guy just watched me right in front of his face. Well, wow. We were discussing Assassin's Creed. And I was talking about how, so my study in college, I was a history major, and I studied with a medievalist. That was my area of expertise, was, as boring as it sounds sometimes to repeat, commerce and interfaith relations and commerce in the Arabian Peninsula from 500 to 1500. It would have been more specialized had I gotten my master's, but I never got a chance to really go back for that yet. And so we were talking about Assassin's Creed and Odyssey, and specifically how, like, ancient Greece was my first big love. And so, yeah, it's a lot. It started, the problem was my professor whom I studied under was, he was an Islam, you know the word, my brain, it's late. But he was a professor of Islamic studies. That was his main focus. But I can't read Arabic or anything like that. So everything I read was in French. And he and I just kind of like very generically covered a lot of that economic area. He's the one who taught me about like studying coinage and stuff like that. Like it was a while ago now. It feels like a world ago or a lifetime ago, but sorry.
I'll get you out of there. We're gonna be
We're chatting AC1. I want to join you. That would be fun. That would be really great. I mean, things in are war and languages. How do I study those in college? Language is a wonderful thing to study. War starts with history. I will tell you, if you love history in like high school, you will hate history in college. It's a half a joke, but like it's a totally different ball of wax because it really is so many things that you are taught in high school are simplified versions of things so that you can understand the themes that are involved in studying history, but so much nuance is left on the table because it's just not relevant to teaching high school students according to the curriculum. And so a lot of people who love history in high school go to college and find out that they don't love history in college. Is this the right way? Where am I going? We'll find out. Yes, exactly. Take English, it's history with feelings. That's a fantastic way to put it. It's kind of like I was once told, I didn't listen, but I was once told to, as a history major, to marry a librarian, because that's the woman who's going to help you with everything you need, and she's the only woman you're ever going to see. It's also weird that my professors assumed that the librarians would be women, but that's a conversation for a different day. Let's grab some extra armor because I'm tired of getting shot. Let's see. But yeah, language though. If you love war and language and for real, study English because you can also go into linguistics through English. And it's definitely worth it. Sarah Donickley, welcome to the club. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. Studying older forms of languages and dead languages. Learning Latin. Latin is a wonderful class to take in college, depending on where you are and what they offer, because that is going to teach you it's going to focus on learning grammar and syntax rather than learning vocabulary or the correct ways to speak like you do in a normal foreign language class. That's, again, this is coming from someone who studied a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, thank you for the follows all around. We've got Adil 1988, Alperg's Herald. You like how those moments where I look over and I go, oh, hey, there's bad guys to fight. We were discussing earlier, my joke about this series is that Batman, if poverty causes crime, the medical bills that these guys are going to rack up is most definitely going to lead to them continuing to commit crimes in the future to pay off the massive medical debt that they will incur from their ass kicking via the Batman. Oh, God. Oh, come on now. Oof. Oh, so many shots to the junk. It's not even fair.
Don't get too full of
Let's
yourself,
see.
Bats. I'm just softening you up. Think of this as a preview.
You did English and got to learn Canadian linguistics, Old English. Middle English. Yes, so that was my secondary area of focus, was language, and so I did Latin, French, Italian, and
I'm sorry. I tried to tell
Middle French and Old English. Old English was the hardest one for me because it's not a Romance language, and as someone who can read very simple German, if I absolutely have to, it didn't come easy for me, as funny as that sounds. Let's see, that's why you're part of the Goonion. I believe the Penguin has surprisingly good health insurance. You know, that's a good, like, I want to know, what are the benefits to joining different crews? Like, who offers better dental? Would it be the Joker? Like, would it be the Riddler? Who's offering, you know, life insurance? Like, there's got to be a reason to join up with different crews. I bet Two-Face has really good, Two-Face has to have a good insurance package. Trophy! So I'm part of the Goon. You don't see DC's version of Hydra Bob, who's only there for the medical insurance. Yeah! We need more of that. We need more ambush bugs and all sorts of fun characters. And hopefully we'll see more of that stuff in the future of the DC studios, now that we're getting, you know, James Gunn kind of leading the charge, and we know that he's a fan of stuff like that. I'm gonna hang out there real quick and look over here at what I was missing. Two-Face is a lawyer, so you gotta read exactly Somberton. Somberton? Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to jump under there, but whatever. Hi, guys. I'm just going to stand here until one of you picks on me. How's that sound? Nope, a little early. Sit down. Stop it. Unnecessary somersault number 1. It's almost fun not to kill these guys and to or knock them out, and to instead just counter everything they do. Just be like Trolley Batman. That works, right? Our website contains everything you need to know. Captain Hook. Oh, I love Cash. To the Bat Troll. You said earlier, but I didn't see, your experience in conlang is going to help a lot. Yeah, absolutely. And learning anything like Latin and stuff, the fact that you construct languages, yeah, you're definitely in the right vein for that. Let's give Mr. Cash a great big hand. He sure could use it.
Can you control the ventilation system in there?
You gotta help him. If you clear the gas out of the room, the doctor and me can get out of here.
All these vents. Okay. Come on, Batman. What are you doing? Where are we going, Batman? What do you see? No. That one. Kaya.
I don't know if you can hear this. Board is showing power to fan 1.
Oh, come on. There we go. Rewatch the scene in Life of Brian where Brian paints Romanus Domus on the side of a Roman building. Yeah, I once at one of my one of the first Comic-Cons I went to, there was a small time indie comic. They had something written in Latin on their the front cover of their book, and I was like, oh, it's funny that you have this on there. I don't remember what it was now. And they were like, you can read that? And they were like, you're the first person at 3 different cons who actually told us what it meant. They're like, here, have a free copy of our book. And I bought the other, like, 2 issues because I don't like taking things from creators. Okay, that's not going to work. Do I have to cut down that guy? Oops, my bad, buddy. Sorry. I hope you had a or a life insurance policy with Two Faces, gang. My bad. Hey, look, I can get that thing now instead of throwing 87 batarangs. It's the room that if you pirated the game, they remove the glide ability so you get stuck. What? I didn't know that that was a thing. Oh, wow. That's really cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, awful, but also, like, a really cool thing. That's like, the old... I learned a few years ago that we used to claim that the Sega versions of older games were harder than the Nintendo ones, and no one ever believed us. We were always kind of arguing with ourselves. Turns out, Sega, I guess, had a deal with, like, Blockbuster, and the games for Sega were made intentionally harder so that when people would rent them from Blockbuster, they would rent them for longer because they couldn't beat them. Also, this is a sentence that's going to sound like old Latin to half the people under 25. That is really interesting, though, about the how you know people pirated the game. That's some 4D chess. Actually, once saw a picture of an old Latin saying in the crypt in France in a video on YouTube, and you translated it with help from the internet. Nice, good job. Lion King was famously changed to be almost unplayable. Yeah, that's how I learned about it, was when I was learning about Lion King, because I, as a Sega player, I was never able to beat the Lion King. I'll admit it. Never beat that game, and always judged myself for it. Come to find out, it wasn't entirely my fault. Where is that chattering coming from? Where is it? I hear it. I don't see it. Oh, hey, more interviews. Oh, this is the one I was talking about, I think. I love this one. No hablas old person.
So, Edward, Warden Sharp tells me you've been leaving threatening riddles scrawled on the asylum walls. Again.
One would have to be severely paranoid to read threats into harmless...
It's the baby.
May I test you with one?
Very well.
What is it that walks on 4 legs, then 2 legs, and finally 3 legs?
A human being. As a baby, it crawls on 4 legs. As an adult, it walks on 2. And in later years, it uses a cane.
Good try. But the answer to all 3 is a baby. True, it crawls on all 4s, but cut off its legs and it can only wiggle on 2 limbs. Give it a crutch.
Oh my God.
Roll around on 3. You see?
It's horrible. How can you even joke about that?
Easily, Doctor. It's not my baby. Ah, chills. That's my favorite of the interview tapes, just because, like, it shows the darkest thing I've ever heard come out of the Riddler's mouth, and I love the Riddler, but that's just, like, unsettling. Maybe it was out here. No, it's not out here. I don't know where that's coming from. Yeah, viejo, because I'm a guy, or at least, well, because I identify as a man, it would be viejo, not vieja. But I suppose you could argue idioma is feminine, so I guess it could be, but I'd say no hablas viejo, or no hablo viejo, because you said you don't speak old person. So if you're saying I no hablo, viejo. Earthbound had the most nefarious copy protection, though. It make the game harder, significantly more random battles. Huh. I did not know that. I thought maybe there would be something in here, but apparently not. Yeah, viejo, because it's masculine. But again, I could see why you could say one or the other, but I don't speak old man versus I don't speak old woman. If you made the final boss, the game would freeze and delete your save. Wow, that is crazy. Like, I feel like I'm going to have to do more research into that just because I never knew how deep all of that went. So do I just go back through now that I saved those guys, I guess? I guess we'll find out, won't we?
There's still medical staff needing your help.
Okay, so no, don't go that way. Thank you, Batman, for letting me know where I needed to go. It depends on whether the gender is based. Yeah, if you don't speak the old tongue, then it would be vieja. If you're saying, like, I don't speak the old language, be like, Yoma vieja. But if you're saying I don't speak old man, yeah, then viejo. So I would just say that. But again, we're arguing semantics that literally don't matter. Like, yeah, just viejo. Let's see. He said there are people that need my help. Where are there people that need your help, Batman? How do you know this and I don't? Am I just supposed to talk to the damn doctors or something? Am I supposed to talk to Cash? Now you choose to be chatty.
You lock him up, gets out, and more people die. If I just had 1 minute alone with that animal.
If you come after the Riddler's baby, watch out. No, I understand why you're concerned about the grammar of it all. And that's why I'm telling you, like, the answer, so to speak. When I say it doesn't matter, I just mean that, like, it's not something that's going to come up very often. But yeah, if you want the specific answer to that scenario, it would have to do with whether you're talking about what you're talking about. What is the... Oh, there it is. What's the subject of your sentence? In this case, you don't speak old man. You don't speak old person. But if you were saying, like, I don't speak the old tongue. What the hell am I waiting for in this room? No. Rescue Commissioner Gordon. Locate Dr. Young. I am going back. I was right, Batman. Why did you yell at me? Take it from Batman to not know what Batman's supposed to be doing. No.
Please remain calm and move slowly to their accommodation.
Oh, wow, sir, I can keep this secret any longer. I've got 2 old friends coming to the party. One of them is just terrified you'll leave nothing. The other, well, let's just say he's going to be surprised to see you.
As in English, we have many words that can mean many different things. Lingua would probably be the old tongue, like you're saying, pero idioma is the word for language. So, I mean, yeah, like, based on the term you're using, yeah, but also remember that I am not fluent. Well, while I understand Spanish, I didn't speak much of it when I was a kid. That was not what... Oh God, get off the corner, Batman! What are you doing? Oh, come on. I really thought you were going to attack me, but you wussed out right there at the end and you walked away. What the heck, man? There, you just lay down on the ground, take a little to the face. It's alright. Also, that was the worst Batmaning I've ever done. I tried to crouch by the corner and they saw me immediately. I, as if we didn't already know, would be a terrible Batman.
Look, you think I care? Stop your whining and listen good. If anyone goes near you without Joker's express permission, then I've been ordered to...
Get off the corner, Batman. What are you doing?
Gotta tell you, the boss is all over this job. Planned like a military operation.
What are you fuck I fucked it upping about? Oh.
She's dead. Someone tell Joker.
There were windows there, apparently.
Too easy.
I didn't realize that. That's how we're defeated.
Cut your strings. Nighty-night, bats.
Whoops. Retry. Robin both shouted and stay in the corner. Reread the prose. Get off the corner, Batman. What are you doing? Robin shouted. Oh, as Robin sat in the corner being punched in the face. Okay. So let's not go in front of the windows that are apparently there. Okay, so we'll go up and over like a good Batman. No! No, I just wanted the trophy! Now you want to roll. Where was the dodge roll earlier? Come on, Batman, get it together.
Why don't you let me talk to him? I'm sure we can settle this.
Once more, I am going to hurt you. You understand?
Okay, that all of them should be all of them. Dun 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 dun. You're welcome, lady. I gotcha.
What's going on? They were talking.
She's just nonchalant, like, oh, hey, you just blew up those rooms. Sup, Batman?
Yes.
I guess she does work in Arkham Asylum, so, like...
Joker's case for months.
This is the Arkham Collection version. I have both, but this is the Arkham Collection version. Because I never got a chance to play them, but they were on sale for like $9 for the entirety of the Arkham series after Kevin Conroy passed. So I picked up the whole series again when that happened.
All the medical staff are safe. Time to continue following Harley Quinn and Gordon's trail.
I just love that, you know, as much as I love Kevin Conroy, like this is Batman, you know? And it's wonderful to get to hear him immortalized in this form. Hey, there's a body in there. Come on out, buddy. I see you. Aha, now I can stun people. Can I do a beatdown now? No, but I can at least do that. That guy had a little Hannibal Lecter mask. I'm sure there's an official name for those, but I prefer Hannibal Lecter masks. What languages am I fluent in? English. I say that because I will never claim fluency in French. I love French, but my ear is not great. I can speak to old people really well. Young people, I have very difficult time understanding. I have very difficult time understanding French Canadians. And then Spanish, grew up with it. Again, wouldn't consider myself fluent. Conversant, but not fluent. And then everything else is I can read it, but I can't necessarily... Am I going the right way? No, I am not. Go back. And maybe I'm underselling myself a little bit, like I likely am, but I don't like to claim fluency. I feel like that's not for me. Any stuff in voice dubbing scenes in Latin. Use Google Translate. Oh yeah, Google Translate is not... When it comes to understanding grammar and syntax, it's not wonderful. Also doesn't understand colloquialisms.
Batman, we've got another problem.
I need to get back to the mansion. All my research notes are there. We can't
Sardonically, how often do I stream? I try to stream at least 4 nights a week, like Monday through Thursday, and then occasionally I will stream on other days, but usually it's at least those 4 days, and it's 9 o'clock Central onward typically. It's moved to 9 to 9:30. Some stuff's changed around the house, so I've had to adjust when I stream. But yeah, usually that's 4 is the typical, and then sometimes I will change it up and do some others. Hey, buddy. Let's see. Where's the 4th guy? There's a 4th guy around here somewhere, isn't there? Are there only 3 of them? Oh, there's only 3. God, these missions are so much easier than they are in future games.
I hate hospitals. Always give me the creeps.
Like, I'm so used to the other games where it's like, there's 9 of them. Translated the scene where Mace Windu fights Palpatine as Sonitus Pugnatum. Oh, I read lightning noises. So my favorite word in Latin, because I have a favorite word in Latin, is thunderstruck, which is attonitus. I don't know why that is my favorite word. It's just fun to say. Attonitus. Attonitus. And then I learned, I was listening to music in Spanish, and Jose Feliciano has a song called La Copa Rota, the Broken Cup. And the first words are aturdido y abrumado. And aturdido is a word that would never come up in actual conversation, but the root of which is atonitus, which is thunderstruck. So aturdido means like shocked or gobsmacked or thunderstruck. There's your random stuff for the day. You've been atonitus. And also, I do not try to pretend to pronounce Latin with any sort of an accent 99% of the time, because it's silly, because you wouldn't be able to pronounce it with a Roman accent anyway. The best you could do is try to approximate an Italian accent, but at that point, you know, again, Latin being a dead language, the study is scholarly, it's not conversational. Although it is cool that you do things like that. Yeah, and you can do that, and many people, especially like classicists, will, you know, sometimes do that. It's just, it's not necessary, especially unless you're like trying to work on a specific project. But even then, okay, where am I going? Over to this little room. Okay. Whoop. Oh, elevators are not a good place to be stuck in Arkham Asylum. Who's coming on the TV? Phrasing. Also prefer the version where you pronounce V like W. Yeah, which is more correct.
Say goodnight, bats. Boom! Only kidding. Got a few more surprises in store for you. Prepare to face your fears.
Scarecrow is the most obnoxious part of this game. Really cool in city and night, but so obnoxious in this one. But I absolutely love the Scarecrow design. Yeesh. Good question. Having to listen to more of your insane ramblings. We, Admiral Ylara, no! That's my new favorite thing, is referring to Commissioner Gordon as Admiral Yularin. I'm coming, Wolf! Oh, gotta silently remove this one. I'm coming, Wolf. I got you. Can you guess what line I translate this as?
I'm sorry, Jim.
What is Minibatur? You're my something Master Jedi. What is Minabatur? Or Minabatur?
Barbara, are you there?
Please hang up your phone.
Oh, that sound. Oh, I hate this. He was threatening. Oh, are you threatening me, Master Jedi? It's treason, then. This is creepier than I remember. So that would be Minabata? Or Minabata? Because maybe? I don't know. I'm not. Where am I just supposed to try to leave the morgue? Let's find out. Okay, stop running into corners, Batman. Oh, of course. Open one door and back in the morgue. But now...
Father,
ugh.
you should have stood up to him, son. Like a man.
Is this gonna be Martha? Martha! Mom? You have to save Martha! So I didn't make any effort to learn verb moods, or noun cases. Oh, moods. And Scarecrow. Oh, I love that version of Scarecrow. Also, that version of Scarecrow, very COVID safe. Like, he is definitely very COVID safe. He's got that gas mask on. No one's getting him sick. Batman, on the other hand, literally wearing a mask covering everything but his mouth. Very not COVID safe. Oh, I love the syringes on the hand and the noose around the neck. Such a good design. One of my favorite cosplayers that I've seen in person was a girl who did this version of Scarecrow, and it was incredible. It's such a great look. here. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. I'll just wait for you to come all the way around. Okay. Oh, I love those flashes, if you caught it, where the light changes and he turns into Scarecrow for like half a second. Oh god, hit the A button. There isn't an inquisitive mood in Latin, I didn't know that. Yeah, moods were always for me the hardest part of language in general. Specifically in Romance languages, Spanish most especially, the subjunctive is an incredibly difficult mood.
I'm okay.
What happened? I lost contact. Are you sure you're all right? Have you found my dad?
I'm fine.
Look at how big Bruce's fucking bicep is. Just based on the design here, his bicep is as big as his pec. Like, I never noticed just how beefy his arms are. It's pretty incredible there. BY is my favorite special takedown. And questions or statement just said in an inquisitive tone. Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's sort of like how he sits and he is sitting are the same. You just kind of have to use context. So yeah, like inquisitive stuff is that. We still chilling? Oh yeah, what? You were playing Magic with your brother? Nice! What kind of Magic were you playing? Cause I love me some Magic.
Just roll with it,
Okay.
It's easier once you get in. It really does.
I have this feeling that these guys are coming. Yeah. Hey, Knifey McGee, how's it going? Oh god! Oh yeah, just in the nick of time. Nice. Just casual standard, we're both just getting back into it. Nice, we are still chilling. You missed the raid and stuff. It was a good time. We were talking about a whole mess of stuff. But that's awesome that you guys play standard. I play a lot of Commander. Not a whole lot of like standard anymore, but definitely play a lot of Commander still in my free time. Don't really tend to talk about it in content anymore because Wizards of the Coast doesn't need my promotion for any of it, but still play Commander in my free time. I won't lie about it.
Take a look. Harley's under strict instructions to kill the old man if any of my guys even think you're in the room. They're patrolling down there. I've told them all you're on the way. So here's the deal. If you can find a way to get your Harley without anyone realizing, I'll give you your next visit.
The old Carter dies. Hell, I may even give you Harley. Rescue Gordon without being detected. Sam, I'm going to try and switch my party over to Roll20 for D&D instead of D&D Beyond. Yeah, absolutely. Also, I just started moving over to Pathfinder, and as a player, Pathfinder is so good. The learning curve in the very beginning is higher on terms of like some of the math, but it's intuitive and like the rules work better. I can definitely recommend giving Pathfinder a try. It is very good. It's just, it is a little bit more of an early learning curve in the beginning. let's take this guy down real quick with his weird mohawk. Aww. And Pathfinder also has a website called Path Builder, which is a similar analog to D&D Beyond. Let's come out here. But yeah, I would likely consider still playing 5th edition if like people that I was playing with wanted to play, and I still have all them, you know, the materials and stuff. But oh shit. Ah, man.
Nothing personal, old man.
Rude. I don't know how he noticed me, but okay. Do your worst. Proceeds to shoot him in the face with a machine gun. I believe that was her worst.
Nighty-night, bats.
Gotta love getting mocked. It's hard enough getting people together. Amen. Luckily, I had my D&D group fell apart a couple months ago. And when I got the new crew back together, since we were going to be starting a new game anyway, it was pretty easy to be like, hey, why don't we go ahead and try a new system? And they were all for it because we just like playing new games. But yeah, I don't begrudge anyone who's still playing 5th edition, but I do say not only are there other systems, some are better, some are better for your group, some are easier. They're not all Pathfinder. Pathfinder's complicated. Some like Savage Worlds, what's it? Is it Fantasy Age? There's some that are like a lot easier and a lot more intuitive than Dungeons and Dragons is. So like, it's just something to kind of keep in your back pocket that there are other games that I do really like. Okay.
Harley offs the old man. I've got a shiny prize for the one who sees him first.
Okay. There we go.
This old man looks like he's gonna pee himself. Someone bring me a bucket.
Shit! Damn it! Ah, that was my bad. I got greedy. Fine. Wanted to get into Warhammer back when, but it's... Yes, I wanted to get into Warhammer back when I was younger, but it is a very expensive hobby. That one, and it's time consuming. It's also 2 parts. Like, it's the painting miniatures hobby and also the actual gameplay hobby. Yeah, Warhammer is a big culture that I was never able to really get into, but there is also a Warhammer TTRPG if you're really interested in the lore. It's another D20 based RPG as well. So if like you're big into Warhammer lore, that's another option for things you can look into.
Mr. J won't let anything happen to me, boys. He loves me too much to see me hurt.
You guys maybe not so much. Womp womp. Okay. That guy's gonna annoy the crap out of me. Let's see here. I don't think I can do anything to this guy through here. No, I can't. I have to go the other way. Hot take. I like the Asylum's Harley more than... I'm pretty sure Tara Strong is the voice in this one as well. I'm almost certain. I don't think it's Arlene Sorkin. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's still Tara Strong. If I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. You figured it out and you did it by yourself. What did you figure out? Okay, I think I gotta hurry because if I don't, I think that guy's gonna discover this body and we're gonna be in trouble.
Mr. J is so going to beat Fat Brain, he doesn't stand a chance.
You think anything you gotta say matters to me?
Okay, no, because he's gonna go down.
Remember, even Smellerman and Titan Harley kills the old man.
There we go. Yeah, Mini Batas, yeah. Okay.
This old man looks like he's gonna pee himself. Someone bring me a bucket.
Okay, there we go. That's better. Good job, Batman. I'm very proud of you. Also, I'm very proud of you, Darth Xerxes.
You know, you really should
Except...
that hair of yours. All that gray makes you look so old.
Keep your trap shut. You won't get away with this.
I really thought Tara did it for all 3 of the Arkham games, but I mean, I'll believe you until proven otherwise. But I do, you know, Arlene Sorkin is, of course, the classic, the classic Harley Quinn. I like Tara Strong's Harley, but I definitely understand preferring Arlene Sorkin's in general. I just remember that she stopped doing the voice for whatever reason, so I was just like, I didn't remember when exactly she stopped. Oh, IMDb does say Arlene? Okay, that's cool. I didn't realize, and I haven't been listening super well because I've been playing and talking. But no, that's awesome. I did not know it was Arlene for this game. I think it's because I played City so much. That's my favorite of the bunch. And she's done Harley Quinn in so many things since. I think that's why I never realized. That's cool to know, though. Now she's knocked out, so what does it matter? Like, now my brain's not really going to hear her until I hear her patient interviews. Kaylee Cuoco is really good in the Harley Quinn show. I was curious how that would work out, but she's actually really good. Funny enough, 2 of the women leads from The Big Bang Theory have voiced Harley Quinn, with Melissa Rauch also voicing Harley Quinn in, is it Batman and Harley Quinn, the animated movie? No, anyone but Tara Strong did Harley. Besides, no, I love Kaylee Cuoco. I think she's really good. And then, yeah, Melissa Rauch did her in one movie. I think that's how you say her name. I think it's Melissa. The one who plays Bernadette. Is it Melissa? I think it's Melissa. Yeah, and there have been a couple of voices, but mainly Arlene was the original. And then Tara's done it the most, I think, after her. Whoops. Oh, Bane. Oof. But the one from Lego Batman. Oh, yeah, yeah. I forget who it was as well, but yes. Is it just the same tactic? Oh! It is not the same tactic. Oh, God. Pops off a tube.
Need a little help, eh? Well,
Oh, really? You jumped right into it? You're terrible at this, Ow! What the hell, Batman? Oh, I keep doing that. You really are going to, aren't you? I totally believe you. I really do, Bane. Guys, I'm trying to punch Bane. Cheese and crackers. Stop making me block you. I am the Senate. I'm a little busy here. Oh, God. Oh, God. Guys, I'm trying to fight Bane. Will you knock it off? Okay, cool. I don't have to fight the rest of them. That's nice. It was nice fighting you, Bane. I'm gonna leave now. Bye! Teenage Mutant Ninja Batman. I translated I am the Senate. Ego sum senatus? Probably senatus? I don't remember. But, yeah, something like that. Yeah, ego sum as I am.
We need to get you off the island.
I'm not a rookie. I can handle myself.
Oh, God. Which you don't need ego. I mean, you would in that context probably, but
No, Bane. This time I break you.
typically it's one of those where, like, cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. Like, sum is just I am. But if you want to stress I am the Senate, so in that case you would use ego.
Radio claims he's planted bombs all over Gotham. Gotham will panic. You're needed there.
We're ready to go now, sir.
Bane called Dr. Young.
Also, it would be senatus ego sum, because your verb always goes at the end of the sentence in Latin. So yeah, so you'd want your subject first, or subject, object, verb, essentially. So in this case, you're just gonna go ahead and, like, you could say senatus sum would be I am the Senate, or senatus ego sum. Yo, senatum. Okay.
It's best to plan ahead for situations like this.
How'd you manage to keep this a secret?
Yeah, there you go.
Me, remember?
So do you think Dr. Young's been experimenting with venom? The same chemical that turns Bane into that animal?
Yes, I'm worried. Bane seemed even more powerful than usual. Joker wants the venom, and that can only be trouble. I'm heading to Dead Man's
Okay,
Point.
so this made me think, because we're dealing with Titan, which is like this enhanced form of venom. It just reminded me of a TikTok that I reposted today, that was like Anakin asking Qui-Gon, Master Yoda said something about midichlorians. What are midichlorians? And Qui-Gon goes, they're heroin. And I don't know why it was funny. It's just like, it's heroin. And that's how I feel with Titan. Like, what's Titan? It's heroin. Oh, come on. Dodge two people at once. I know you can do it. I've seen you do it in other stuff. Get up off the floor. Problem with midichlorians, is it? No. It's not a problem that you have no... Or it's not weird that you have no problem with midichlorians. A lot of people don't. They're I have issues with them in terms of storytelling, but they're the same issues I have with a lot of things in Star Wars that just don't make sense. I think it's fine to have things in Star Wars that don't make sense. It's when you try to assign sense and logic to them, and that, like the midichlorians, that's when I think things get muddier and they don't feel as fantastic. Oh, that guy's poor arm. Fucking Kurt Angle over here putting people in the leg lock. Oh, right in the baby makers. Twice. Oof. I've accepted them, but I never really like how it demystified the Force. Exactly. Yeah, you grew up with the concept. Exactly. For you, midichlorians have pretty much always existed in Star Wars, and the Star Wars that you've consumed. So it doesn't feel out of place. It feels out of place when you go from the mysticism of the Force to, oh, there's a scientific reason for it. The way you explain Force sensitivity is the same way you would explain, like, enlightenment. It's basically just opening yourself up to the existence of the Force, accepting it, believing it. It becomes a faith allegory, or a faith metaphor, rather, as opposed to a scientific thing. And for many years, the faith argument was kind of stronger. How do you explain, or did they have the idea of Force sensitivity? No, it was really just the idea that if you opened yourself up to the Force, like when Luke says the Force is strong in my family, my father has it, I have it, my sister has it. It's just kind of like, that's the most we got, was that it was strong in their family. But yeah, it's just meant to be vague and be very based on faith and connection, as Digital Wizard said. Back in the day, it was just a religion anyone could follow. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so where am I going now? Back over there. Is that straight ahead? No, it's to the left. Okay. See, it doesn't make sense to me that if everyone can use the Force, why not everyone just become Jedi? Because it requires dedication and faith. Not everyone has that level of dedication. Not like, yeah, because it's not just, oh, well, you can learn how to use the Force. You have to truly believe in it. You see Luke struggle, you know.
I once saved an unfortunate
the line that Yoda says, my favorite line in Empire Strikes Back, is when he's like, I don't believe it. That is why you failed. So it's like, Lando, Han, these guys aren't the kind of people who really would commit themselves fully to something like the Force. You know, they're the kind of men who would want it for the advantages it gives them, but not for the connection and understanding aspect, so they would likely never be able to actually use it. And Thrawn doesn't... Again, if your faith is not strong, you're not going to be able to do it, and you're not going to believe that it's possible until you see someone else do it. It is very, very much an allegory for faith. It's like, you know, and I can't really say it any clearer than that, because that's kind of how it works, you know. And again, midichlorians just explain why someone's, or how likely they are to be Force sensitive, but power level is still like, anyone can have any level of power in the Force. So, you know, I do love the way Luke describes the Force in the Rise of Kylo Ren comic, where he says it's like a river. Some people start out with the door more open than others, but everyone has the same capability of opening their door. It just, midichlorians determine your starting place. Jedi and the Force was also hidden and turned into legend. Yeah, exactly. So most people don't believe the Force was real by the Imperial era. And the people who do remember it, you know, again, it's a spooky superpower. It's not something anyone can just do. So it seems like that no matter what. I don't hate midichlorians now. I did not like midichlorians back in the day. Nowadays, I don't mind so much because we've gotten so many good explanations that make midichlorians fit a little better. But when they were introduced with him going, he's got his midichlorian count is 20,000. That's higher than Master Yoda's. Like, that sort of stuff was like, meh.
We were doctors, politicians, and teachers.
We have been the organ cleaning the arterial filth from the city.
We have been its servants, giving all to protect it. And still it has chosen to hurt us.
Pretty much. Midichlorians allow you to... I'm pretty sure that is Yularen. Which is funny because that's what we said about Commissioner Gordon. But I'm pretty sure that does sound like Yularen's actual voice. What's this? Oh, that's like the gels and stuff. We'll just keep upgrading our armor for right now. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that Amadeus Arkham is the voice of Yularen. Good catch. It's like I pointed out, like half the guards are Zeb, half the guards are Steve Bloom, just doing vaguely different impressions of his own voice. Yeah, so midichlorians are just, they're just... The more of them you have, the easier you hear and can communicate with the Force from the beginning. And you have to have a certain level of them in order to be Force sensitive at all. Which, again, meh. You're right, it does explain why not everybody is a Jedi, but I also liked if the Jedi do start training them when they're young... A part of that is because of the amount of faith and dedication that is required. That always was a nicer sort of thing. But, again, look at that pretty, beautiful whoosh. Having midichlorians allows for the discovery of Force-sensitive children. You know, I get it. I don't know. It's a weird... It's definitely a different ball of wax. Either way.
Identity confirmed. Disabling countermeasures. Security deactivated.
I also think the movies would have worked better if Anakin was just older when he was found on Tatooine. Rather than being, like, 9. If he had been 14, that would have made it even more... It would have made it less weird for Western audiences when they're like, he's too old. And it's like, he's fucking 9. What do you mean he's too old? And I think it would have meshed better with just his overall vibe. On. Oh. Kick. Kick. Oh, can't do that yet. No. Nope, can't do that yet. What? It also would have made, exactly, like, it would have made a lot of things. I mean, that was never that weird, him hitting on Padme, because they're both kids. I think the problem was, even though she was underage and stuff, Natalie Portman just didn't, she looked so much older than Jake Lloyd, even though they were only like 5 years apart. But, or I think they were like 6 or 7 years apart, but she looked significantly older than him. And to the audience, I think that's what made it look weird.
Eliminating the need for the storage tank Bane requires.
Oh, Batman.
Hang on. These notes aren't complete. The formula is missing. Must be the secret Dr. Young is hiding. If he gets his hands on this, he will create an army of 1,000 Banes.
My God. Is Joker crazy enough to do that? What am I saying? You've got to stop him.
So, yes, Darksiders are inherently evil because they manipulate the Force. Like, I'm gonna disagree with you on this one, because the very nature, here's where all of this comes from. Okay? It's all based on George Lucas's rough understanding of Eastern philosophies. And the idea of detachment, which is central to the Jedi Order, is the idea of realizing that everything is impermanent. Nothing is forever. And to be detached is to accept that all things will change, all things will end, and that it's not your job to prevent that from happening, it's your job to accept it. Okay? So by listening to the will of the Force, you are accepting the way that change happens in the universe. You are accepting that you are not in control of the universe, no matter how much power you have. You are a servant of it, and your job is to alleviate suffering and to increase happiness and positivity in the world. The Sith, Darksiders, by their very nature, ignore that central tenet. They feel that because they have power, they have the ability to exert that power over the universe. They do not accept that things have to change, that things must end. They seek to dominate reality itself, to dominate the concept of time and power and love. And they, like, Anakin refusing to let go of Padme is what causes his fall. And this is all of them. They all believe that they have the power, therefore they are deserving of changing things, of stopping death, of stopping the world, and that, like, of stopping the natural order of things. And that is what makes them inherently evil. That is what makes them wrong, is because all things are suffering, all things will end, all things will change. That is a fundamental law of the universe, and they refuse to accept that. And by imposing their will upon the Force, upon the universe, they are disrupting the balance. That is the evil. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a rant. Let's play video games. And yeah, many of the great truths do, you know, depend on your point of view, but this one is not a point of view issue. Like, this one is specific to, like, the whole crux of the story. They are the bad guys, this is why. They are evil, this is why. But again, because George is explaining what are fundamental building blocks of Eastern philosophies like Buddhism, and not something that is central to Western audiences, because it's not central to things like Christianity, you like, he's trying to show you other concepts without explaining them to an audience who need them explained because it's not something that they're familiar with, but this is where it comes from. I do that from time to time. What makes the Jedi view on the Force objectively right? Again, what makes it right is... Hang on. You hush, sir. What makes it right is that they are in line with the very laws of nature, with the acceptance that all things must change, that all things will come to an end. That is a reality, and they are in step with that reality, and that is what makes them inherently right. And this is, again, going through, you know, the philosophical aspect of it all. Because you cannot, and again, this is the philosophical approach to it all, is you cannot impose your will upon the universe. Because it's not going to listen. Padme was going to die no matter what he did. Like, there was no, he did the right thing, he was trying to save her, anything like that. You know, he had to accept that she was going to die, and he didn't. And because he didn't accept that, he spent the rest of his life suffering for it.
Young to create his army, and then all of a sudden he stops.
We're talking about whether or not the Sith are inherently evil, and the philosophical debate that's at the center of detachment in the Jedi Order. It's a lot of stuff. I'm trying to play the game and not just stop and rant. Oh, I hate this thing. And again, everything that I'm saying is there in the text in different forms. I'm just articulating it differently than George did. Because I believe actions do have impact. Yeah, I hate this part. Do have impact on the events that occur. There are things that can be changed. But if someone is not giving you a promotion, there are things you can do to change it. But that is different than what we're talking about. I'm not talking about on the micro level. I'm talking on the macro level. They do take a similar approach to attachment and to detachment as Buddhism. That's where George drew his inspiration from for those concepts. But I'm not talking about the macro or the micro view of like the little changes that you can make. What I'm talking about is specifically the macro view of things, the understanding that, yeah, you can affect tiny things in your life. You can affect change. But some things, like the relationships that you have with everyone in your life, will change under some perspective. You might stop talking. You might disagree. You might lose contact. They might die. They might, you know, that girl, that boy might not love you anymore. All of those sort of things are inevitable. Your relationship with another person will inevitably change one day. Those are the fundamental things that you have to understand, is that your health, every day, the cells in your body, every second of your life, are moving closer towards death. And that is, you cannot change that. It just happens. And to attempt to affect the very laws of nature is an affront to the universe itself. That's the deeper point of why the Sith are wrong. What they're doing is they're not affecting those micro things. They're affecting everything. Sithism, when applied to the real world, is about self-empowerment. It's not, though. It's a lie. Like, the Sith code is a lie. Like, they talk about your chains being broken, yet you are enslaved to your master. Like, you are enslaved to power, to the, to the desire for more power. It's a lie. It's a lie that tells you what you want to hear. And I mean that respectfully. Like, and again, you can take things from it that you're like, oh, well, yes, being self-empowered is a good thing. But overall, the code itself is a lie. It's a lie told for a reason, to sell those principles. It's supposed to sound good because that's how fascism sounds. When you're in a position where you're listening to that kind of stuff, like, it's supposed to sound good. But hang on here. Night was so the Night Sisters draw their magic from the Ichor. It is a dark side thing. It's not quite the same because they draw their power specifically from the Ichor on Dathomir. But it is still a dark side thing. The difference, and this is we don't know enough about them in canon to really have a definitive answer for how it works out, but essentially it is still sort of natural. But again, anything that is affecting the way that the world is supposed to operate, so to speak, and impose your will upon it is within the context of the rules of the Star Wars universe evil. Oh shit, no, fucking, oh my god. 3 times he tried to counter instead of silent takedown, but whatever, that's fine. And there's those guys. Different religion, same power. Yeah, pretty much. When applied to the real world. Notice one thing. When I was a Sith, I had no master. Gave myself the title. I hear what you're saying, and again, you're taking aspects that are working for you, and that's fine, but that does not make you a Sith. Like, and I mean, like, even philosophically speaking, like that, taking a few of those tenets and fighting for self-empowerment, like, you have to manipulate it to fit your goal, which is to empower yourself, and that's great that you can do that, but it's moving the goalposts a little bit of making the conversation about, well, this part works for me, and I'm like, yeah, that's great, I'm glad it works for you, but that's not the way that it works in the universe. And just because you're like, but I'm a good Sith, not the way it works within the framework, I love you. I'm not trying to be, like, to ruin the way that you interact with things. Anything that fights the natural order, anything that imposes your will upon the universe. And here's the thing, even if you go from hang on here, straight ahead, even if you go from a Eastern view to a Christian view, like to a typical traditional, like, Christian view, thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain. You don't impose your will upon God. Who are you to suppose to ask God for things, or to believe that you know better than God, to demand things from him, and that's the same concept. Like, that's the same concept in all of those forms, is that idea of you're not supposed to impose your will on the forces of the universe. You have to accept that the universe operates in a certain way. And to not do so is going to cause you more trouble in the long run. Ka-ta! Just know that as hot-headed and impatient as I am, yeah, and guess what? That's a struggle that you would have to overcome. Like, everyone struggles with anger, but you have to ask yourself, what does your anger come from? What does, what is driving your anger that perhaps you should be more conscious of to try to fight against that? And one of the ways that you fight through that is that understanding that all life is suffering. And so you should treat each life with compassion. But that is not easy. It is not something that, you're just going to do. It's something you're going to have to work at. Balance in the Force is not something that one simply achieves. It is something that you work at every single day. Just in view, in my opinion, the devil is the hero. Again, very different. Like, again, totally understand where that comes from. Very philosophical discussion there. This is an intense Star Wars discussion while playing a Batman. Oh, shit! Shit! Shit, shit, shit!
Remember to take good care of all our hostages. They're no good to us dead. However, a bruise here or a cut there won't go with.
Oh, son of a bitch. He went ragdoll.
Oh, isn't that cute? The little bats are sleeping.
Someone finish him off. I love Mark Hamill's just differences in tone, differences in performance. So much that he does. Friends can have disagreements. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, everything I'm saying is kind of, I can support it in the canon if that's like the place that we're taking it, but like, okay. Thank you for actually doing a silent takedown this time. I'm just saying Skyrim is for the Nords. Sounds a lot like Make Skyrim Great Again. That's all I will say about Skyrim. Balance isn't a one and done. It's a series of choices you make every day. Exactly. And that, in my opinion, is the thing that really costs, that costs the Jedi the prequels. They become complacent, at least in part because why does it matter? There's a wonderful moment in Master and Apprentice. How am I going to get over there with those two snipers? There's a wonderful moment where Qui-Gon and Rael Averross, Dooku's first Padawan, are discussing the Chosen One prophecy. And one of the things that Rael says is, what does it matter whether we do good or bad? Because at the end of the day, there's going to be a Chosen One who's going to fix everything no matter what. And Qui-Gon says, I don't turn towards the light because I'm going to win some sort of cosmic game. I do it because it is the light. And that's the best moment in that book. It's so good. But the point of bringing that up as I try to come over here to take down these guys. Hang on here. Let me actually do this and not get beat up. Sweet. But that's the problem with the prequel era when they get Anakin. It doesn't matter because Anakin's going to destroy the Sith and bring balance to the Force. So it doesn't matter what they do. He's the Chosen One. They have the Chosen One in their corner, so they can fight in the war. They can do whatever, because at the end of the day, they're right and they're going to win. And they've got him to do it for them. So they stop listening to the will of the Force. They stop actively being servants of the Force, and they start just kind of doing whatever. And that's part of the problem. Like, this is also why Rey or Palpatine coming back doesn't destroy the prophecy, because there was never going to be eternal balance in the Force. You know, there was always going to be another out of whack, because it's not a destination, it's a journey. Skyrim is for the Nords. Skyrim is majority Nords. Nords should be the one to rule Skyrim, not Imperials. I'm just saying, it smells like makes Skyrim great again. That's all I'll say. Kind of related, but if I read Convergence, I have. It's up on the shelf above me. I still haven't listened to Battle for Jeddah yet. I need to rectify that. But I did read Convergence. Other than that, I'm all caught up on everything except for Battle of Jeddah. Okay. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Okay. Oop. Let's see. So I need to get in there, but how am I going to do that? We'll find out.
There always is. You just need to look around.
Let's see. Oh, Audible bugged in. Oh no, that's rough. I hate that. I want to go get a trial of Audible so that I can just use my trial credits for Battle of Jeddah. I just don't do well with audiobooks, really. But audio dramas are a little different. I've listened to the Dooku Jedi Lost one and I liked that. There's a problem I used to have. I used to not understand George's definition of balance. Yeah, and exactly. It's the best way to understand the Force that I can give anyone is it's a river that needs to flow. And the Sith dam the river to move it in the directions that they want. And it shouldn't be manipulated like that. It should be allowed to flow freely. And the Jedi are there to pick things out, of the water, keep the water healthy at a good pH balance, but to let it flow the way that it intends to.
That was one of the easy ones.
Oh, the Aphra audio drama was really good. I love Dr. Aphra. So I've read all the comics, so I didn't read the audio or didn't listen to the audio drama. I should change that, especially if it's really good, because Aphra is my favorite character in Star Wars. Hey, let's go ahead and hit this real quick. Come on. It's why yin and yang are depicted as a swirl. It's a dance, not a standstill. Yeah, and the difference is, like I said, in Star Wars terms, it's not necessarily balance isn't equal parts light, equal parts dark. In Star Wars canon, balance is the absence of the dark side, just because of the influence that they have on the Force itself. But okay. I don't think I'm going the right way, but oh god, this is gonna be bad. Oh no. For some reason, Audible on Game of Thrones keeps jumping forward when I open it, and I need to go back to the last chapter I listened to. Y'all are not inspiring me to want to use Audible. I'm gonna tell you that. 'Cause all I'm hearing is that it's glitching out on you guys. Let's see. Where are you? My sweet little weird way in. Haru. I don't know. I don't can. It covers a lot of the same stuff as the Vader comics she's in. Yeah, as far as I read originally when they announced it, it was pretty much just the first few arcs, or the first arc of her appearance. But I love Aphra enough that I'm definitely willing to listen to just an audio version of that story. I tend to be a little more lenient with villains because you're an edgy bitch. Fair. Is it? It's not just down here, right? No, it's up top somewhere. So frickin' where? Deadass, I want an Aphra animated series with the voice from the audio drama. I would accept that. I want Aphra in live action. I really, really do. Especially, we've got Black Chrysanthemum, we got BK in live action. I want Aphra in live action, but especially after last week's episode of The Bad Batch, I could definitely see an Aphra animated series, and that might be the best way to do it. But come on, again, is Aphra a good place to experience her story when I don't have the comics? The audiobook, yes, because it does cover her appearance in the comics. So as far as I know, it would be a good place to familiarize yourself with her story. As I always tell people, in 7 words, hot Asian lesbian Indiana Jones in space. Like, where in the hell is this stupid entrance? I thought it was up there, but I didn't see anything. Maybe I didn't look in the right spot. Oh, hey, look, there's a stinking trophy. Audible is probably the best place, as far as I know, because they kind of have the market cornered on audiobooks at this point. Okay, maybe it's this way. Well, there's another Riddler trophy. That's all fine and dandy. Jackass. Talking to the Riddler, of course. You're such a nice person, Edward. Why do more people not like you? Why don't you have more friends? Okay. This is getting ridiculous. I must have missed something up top. I do like that. Oh, is it an Audible original? Okay, so absolutely Audible. I did not know it was an Audible original. I just know that Audible has the market cornered on audiobooks in general. So I'm not surprised that it is an Audible original. It has to be up here or something, right? Listen to almost all of my audiobooks on Google Play Books. Okay. Then where the... How am I, like, not understanding this? I swear to God, if it's just the ledge above the door, I am gonna be so mad. Okay. Oh my God. Come on, just climb up. Thank you. What is this? Oh my gentle Jesus. Unpopular opinion, the show should have been called A Song of Ice and Fire. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's not really an unpopular opinion. The show should have just not deviated so far from the books in different spots and should have been a better adaptation. That also works. My brother in Christ, you're scaring the hoes. My apologies to the women. I don't want to call you that. Oh, goodness. I can't believe I didn't think about that being the way to do it. We just wandered around for God knows how long. No, I particularly like, I think it's Neo Soul God who he keeps doing ones where he stitches it and he goes, my brother in dice, you're scaring the hoes. Okay, so I guess I just gotta... Woo! I like that guy's like, no, I'm not gonna go pick the gun back up. I'm just gonna go run over and punch the Batman. You had a gun, man. Pick the gun back up, damn it. You're not cute. You're not little. You're unsettling. And you're scaring the hoes. She'll just sit here quietly with my Lego monkey kid hyperfixation and smile and nod. For I have nothing to add when it comes to any of the shows. Any other shows currently airing. That's alright. You should be watching The Bad Batch if you're not watching anything else. Speaking of which, at this point, we are almost to The Bad Batch in an hour and a half. Which, once I say it that way, feels like an eternity. Have we really been on for 3 hours already? Nice. I don't think I realized it's been 3 hours. This has been going... Oh, we are at Wakanda forever, aren't we? Yeah, I'm excited. Well, not only will I get to just watch that on repeat forever, but we'll also get edits and stuff. We'll be able to get some nice high-quality edits of Wakanda Forever stuff. Happy Black History Month. To my great shame, never finished season 1. Tisk, tisk, tisk. You gotta get back into the Bad Batch.
As Gotham's vein,
there's Admiral Yularen again.
Pain and suffering. The effects
I also miss... Oh, I so miss being able to slide. I don't know if you... Yeah, you were here to see me try... You might have been here to see me, like, trying to slide, and he would just, like... Whoof. I'm like, oh my god. The controls in this game are so clunky. It's like Mass Effect. I'm not gonna lie. The first Mass Effect is so much more difficult to play through than I remembered. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. No, it's the Hood Admiral now. Admiral Yularen, the Hood Admiral. That's why they call him Wolf. That's his street name. Hate to say it, but I haven't finished Andor yet. Oh no, I love Andor. Oh, am I supposed to just run in here and beat the crap out of these guys? I think so. So let's do it. Oh, the disrespect for the man's genitals. Come on, Batman. You're better than this. Oh, that guy's poor elbow. Oh, you disrupted my flow, you jerk. which sounded... He disrupted my flow. Ow! I did it again where I tried to counter from across the room and couldn't. Oh! Ka-ding! Womp 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 womp. Let's see. Started Breaking Bad, finished season 1, never started season 2? Wow. Breaking Bad, one of the greatest shows ever made. Batman Ball Stealer. Ugh. Cocktail Knocker. Hey kids, it's Mark Hamill. I like Cocktail Knocker better. It's like you're being PG. They ruined my groove. And man, you're Zoot, and Sax is your ex. Aw, man, Zoot blew the groove. That's from the original Muppet movie, because I'm old. Even though that does predate me by quite a while. But the introduction of the Electric Mayhem. I am going to figure out, because I didn't mean to go up there, how to cosplay the Blunt Mandalorian. That's my new plan, is I'm going to make Mandalorian armor, and the chest piece is going to have the pot leaf on it, and the helmet's going to have the bat ears, and the cape is going to be purple on the inside and black on the outside. I have it like sketched out, but the Blunt Mandalorian, and then Grogu is going to be Chronic, so I'm going to put a little wig on him and a little outfit so that he can be my Chronic and I can carry him around. I think it sounds très exciting. I have watched The Emperor's New Groove. The poison for Cusco? The poison chosen specifically to kill Cusco? Cusco's poison? That poison? Pull the lever! Wrong lever! So, Blunt Man and Chronic are the alter egos of Jay and Silent Bob. And since I tend to wear a lot of hockey jerseys and baseball caps, people tell me I look like Kevin Smith. So, since Kevin Smith's alter ego is Blunt Man, I'm going to take... And Blunt Man is a superhero who has a pot leaf on his chest. I'm going to, since Blunt Man, Mandalorian, I'm going to make Mandalorian armor that has the pot leaf and looks like Blunt Man's armor, so that it looks like the Blunt Mandalorian.
What's that collar do? Why is it making that noise?
It's the suicide collar.
Got a Mando helmet for Christmas, and now I'm definitely doing full armor for Halloween. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Congrats. Mallrats is a good movie, but that one scene is gross. Yes. Mallrats is, yeah, I love Mallrats. Mallrats was was my first Kevin Smith movie, and then I went back and watched Clerks. I love everything Kevin Smith has done, and I mean, yeah, everything. He is definitely a hero of mine. Between being a filmmaker, a comic book writer, podcaster, Kevin Smith. That's why I can't say I love everything. I still haven't had an opportunity to sit down. I was going to go to Kansas City and catch the tour, but I lost my job right before I would have bought tickets, and I was like, I can't right now. Big disappointment. But I have seen Kevin Smith live once before, so I can't complain too much. Dogma is a fantastic Kevin Smith movie. Dogma is one of my favorites. It's hard. I want to say Dogma's my favorite, but like Chasing Amy is right there, and that movie is also so good. Every Kevin Smith movie, especially lately, makes me cry. Oh.
Do what you want. I'm not talking.
Sure you will. Harley Quinn is on her way up here soon. She knows ways to loosen your tongue.
And you don't want to find out how
Okay.
she does it.
She can do her worst. I ain't talking. Period.
Oh, the system is so fucked. Not at all what I was intending to do. But that's cool. Go ahead and keep shooting at me and stuff. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Iron Maiden. Alright. They really should get Kevin Smith involved in some of the DC Studios stuff. His Green Arrow run is iconic. It's up on my shelves over there. Onomatopoeia, one of the best villains in a comic book created by Kevin Smith. Hi. I'm waiting for you. Please come take like 5 more steps. Thank you.
What are you doing?
Bye. Nice. That's cool that you have ideas for a Green Arrow trilogy. That's nifty. Okay, can we do it? Can we do it? Okay, fine. We'll do it this way. I can't jump down through the floor right there, so whatever. You're no fun.
Are you lying? Look down on the ground. There's something down there, and I don't like it. You heard Joker.
Hey, you two are going that way. You're coming this way, so we'll just hang around. Come on. Come on. Who do you want to see most in the new DCU? For you, it's the Question. Nightwing. Nightwing is who I want to see more than anyone. Nightwing is my favorite comic book character. Other than Nightwing, who I feel like I'm pretty sure we'll see, given that we're going directly to Damian as Robin. Who are some other characters? The Question would be fantastic. I like all the versions, Vic Sage or Renee Montoya, but I would like to see specifically Renee Montoya. I'm really excited to see Swamp Thing. Constantine would be another one on my list of characters that gets me pretty excited that I want to see. Big time Hellblazer fan. Let's see. Whoop. That. Just really Question. Yeah, Question would fit well there as well. As a quote-unquote grounded character, and having Renee Montoya, which is what's her name? Rosie Paris? Okay, where's your buddy? Where's your buddy? Where's your buddy? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hey, man. There we go. Can't really make Swamp Thing. I'm almost certain we'll see Constantine in Swamp Thing. You can. So the Alan Moore run of Swamp Thing from the, I believe it's late 70s. Most iconic run of Swamp Thing. It didn't heavily feature Constantine. If it had him at all, I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've read it. But I would imagine we'll see him in Swamp Thing. I would love a Justice League Dark film. Absolutely would love to see that. Especially with characters like Zatanna, Deadman, things like that. Etrigan would be really cool to see.
How long ago was this? I need to find
Overall, if you want to know the thing I'm most excited for in general, the reality is Superman. I want to see Superman done well on screen again. I don't need him to be dark and brooding. I don't need him to learn how to evolve into being the Superman that I love. No, I need the big blue Boy Scout. That is what I need. Like, and we're getting Bat Dad, so I assume we'll be getting... Superman Legacy might start with a younger Superman, but I imagine he'll be a little bit older just to adjust for, you know, having Bat Dad with Damian. But also, I don't know how they're going to handle Batman yet, obviously. The villain for my first Green Arrow movie would be Jen Nawe. The second is Anarchy, and it introduces Speedy. And the third would be Malcolm Merlin. It feels very Arrow-esque, and I say that especially as someone who did not really love Arrow. I loved the first 2 seasons of Arrow before it became Batman Light. But, like, Anarchy, traditionally a Batman villain, but works as a Green Arrow villain as well. I would like to see some more of the more modern Green Arrow villains. Like, I'd like to see, like, the stuff expanded with the island, with the different clans, like the Arrow clan, the Fist clan. I forget what they all were. Like, there's the Sword clan. But I would prefer to see some of that stuff. Rather than kind of retreading some of the ground from the show, but
No idea. Joker doesn't do a lot of plans.
I'm also, though, very much of the idea that I think Oliver Queen should be race swapped. I'd like a black Oliver Queen, and I have my reasons for it. I've talked about it a million times. I think it'd be cool to contrast, because Oliver Queen is a clone of Bruce Wayne in his inception. I think it'd be cool to differentiate him from Bruce Wayne by making him new money as opposed to old money like the Waynes, and adjusting his background gives him even more of a connection to traditionally now leftist politics. I think it's a win-win that doesn't take anything away. I've gotten, of course, people arguing with me about it before, but I don't care. It won't happen anyway, so what is it? Oh, stupid free flow crap. Really? How did I drop my flow? I didn't do anything. Really? Just me spamming Y didn't do nothing? Okay, that's fair, I guess. Yeah, an Arrow of color would be nice. Anarchy's a better Arrow villain. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. I can see why that makes sense of having Anarchy be a Green Arrow villain. I will concede that one to you. That's a good point that you make. Yeah, Dev Patel would be a great Oliver Queen. That definitely fits right there in my theme. And he would be great at like kind of the humorous aspects of Oliver Queen as well. I just really want Green Arrow to have his own identity and not just billionaire playboy, exactly like Bruce Wayne. In the movie would be a kid forced into poverty by Queen Industries. Just as he decides to unite the people under anarchy, inspired by the Green Arrow. Yeah, it's a very good idea. I like it. Okay, that one's shut off too, so we gotta go up again. Ripping more vents off the wall. Yeah.
Reading the last page first? Shame on you.
I
Here's
know.
the punchline. 2 minutes and the ghost goes boom. Very cheering up those rebel doctors.
In a perfect world, it'd be played by Charlie Hunnam. I feel like that's a pretty common fan cast, and he does have the look of the traditional Green Arrow. I'll give you that. I didn't watch Sons of Anarchy, and I'm not really familiar with much of his work, but he definitely has the look. And Speedy being Native American comes from his comic origins. But I think it'd be better if he was actually Native. Yeah.
Yes, you're safe. What happened?
It all happened so fast. Some patients broke in, began tearing up the place.
I am very much of the idea that most superheroes don't need to be white in general. They were just white because that was the way that all the characters were white. Most cases, they don't need to be, and you add more than you lose by making changes like that. There it is. So you'll never hear me argue against diversity in very many cases. Bruce Wayne is one of the few, but that just has to do with the nature of old money in America and less to do with Bruce himself. Like more to do with just the nature of the character and his social standing. Do I need to be going back this way? I do. Honestly, this game is much easier to follow than I gave it credit for before. I used to think it was kind of difficult. I used to remember it being kind of difficult to follow, but honestly, it lays it out pretty intuitively for you, which I kind of appreciate. Am I right? Yeah. I hope they don't recast Black Canary. Oh, yeah, I forget her name, but she was really good. The one from Birds of Prey. I doubt they will. I like a lot of the Birds of Prey cast, and with Margot Robbie having been in Suicide Squad, I could see the rest of them staying as well. I hate that because it makes him... I hate it because it makes him incredibly white savior-esque. Oh, the rich guy who learns that he should be using his money for good, and then we should all thank him because it's a trope I don't particularly care for in general. I get what you mean about how it makes sense that, you know, that's the point of the character, but also I've seen that story a million times about how he learned to be a better person and how he should use his privilege for better. It's Journey Smollett, thank you. Oh, Jared Leto better be out. Good Lord. He was... I do not enjoy his Joker whatsoever. And this is coming from someone who had very high hopes for his design. I loved his design as Joker, had very high hopes, but that performance was a hunk of trash.
Going after the notes yourself, eh, Bats?
Had to explain to someone what the white savior trope was. Well, and it just gives, there are complicated, like, you can argue it's not a white savior, it's this, it's like, it's a shade of the same similar trope of, you know, privileged white guy learns that he should use his privilege for the better. And it's like, it's a fantasy is what it is. Like, I hate to say it. It's a fantasy that annoys the crap out of me because it just... There we go. I thought I destroyed 10 of those a long time ago, but okay. But yeah, it all ends up... Come on, there we go. Of course you would have, you jackass. But yeah, it just paints... I don't know. It's an opinion, I suppose. Just don't know how I would incorporate Malcolm Merlyn into the third movie. No one knows enough about Malcolm Merlyn. He's really not that big of a character in the grand scheme of things. He's just bigger in the show because they wanted the Dark Archer and stuff. Okay. Okay, or don't. That's not what I meant. No, that's not a door. I don't see anything around here. Okay. Well, yeah, that door would let me in there too, except it won't. And there wasn't anything in that other little side room. So how, in the good Lord's name, am I supposed to get there? Oh, this game's so intuitive. It makes it nice and easy for you, he says, preparing to eat his words 5 minutes later. My bad. Assuming Bruce is going to be older since he's gone through all the Robins, maybe we'll get Willem Dafoe as Joker. Maybe. That will be something interesting to see for sure. Okay, I can't go this way unless I can figure out how to get rid of the thing, which I can't yet. So what am I missing? Maybe it was back in the other room. I think it'd be cool to get someone like Willem Dafoe to play the Joker. It is nice for him to learn empathy. Like, I understand that. Why is that one green? Oh, must have just been a glitch. I understand wanting, you know, Oliver Queen to learn empathy. It just... So many times it comes down to, of course, the only person who can save a bunch of poor people is the rich, privileged white guy who's had a change of heart. Like, that's what it comes down to. is that the people can't solve their own problems. They need Bruce Wayne to do it for them. You know, they need Oliver Queen to do it for them. And the problem with Oliver Queen in general is that we've literally already seen rich, privileged white guy learns empathy with Batman. Like, Oliver Queen was created, Green Arrow was created to be a clone of Bruce Wayne. He had an arrow cave and, you know, and an arrow van or an arrow car. Like, he was just another rich, he was the Scarlet Pimpernel all over again. And that's my problem, is we don't need essentially two versions of the same character when we could do something new with one of them. And obviously Batman being the more established in the cultural lexicon, the harder one to change. Hence why Green Arrow is pretty ripe, because with the exception of fans of the television show, Green Arrow, not a particularly well-known commodity. How in the hell am I supposed to open that damn door to get where I'm going? I'm getting flustermatated. But they're not very different now. Like, again, they're different, yes, but very is still an overstatement. The difference is really like their social leanings and stuff, but they're still kind of the same. Okay, I think maybe it's in here. Maybe no. So I think I need to get in there and turn off the light, but that's just going to climb on top of it. Ah, there it is. Yeah, and that's what I really want, is I just really want a difference between Oliver and Bruce. I want them to have issues. And again, it's because he was created to be a clone. They gave him little differences by, you know, adjusting their backstory a little bit, but... Ow. But, yeah, it's the same problem I have with characters like, you know, Danny Rand and a lot of characters in the comics that are like the white, you know, Doctor Strange, the white guy who goes to the Far East and learns mysticism and martial arts and becomes better at it than the people who are born in that region. Like, that's, again, part of the same trope, you know. And it's more just like, yeah, we can be true to the source material and tell the same story, or we can try to see what changes we can make to tell perhaps a more poignant and or interesting story. Like, have you ever seen a story that delves into new money, specifically black wealth? Like, if you, or like, I mean, you could substitute that with some other cultures, but like, have you seen a story that really focuses on the effects of black wealth, how black men are treated in the corporate world, you know, the differences between new money and old money in the corporate world? These are stories we haven't seen told, really. And, oh, okay, maybe if I go, okay, hold on, up here, get up. And that's kind of my point, is like, I've seen, oh, stop it. I've seen Oliver Queen's story told the other ways. I think it'd be cool to have a new
My journey lasted
version.
little over a month. Visiting academics.
Plot device, Anarchy's supposed to show Green Arrow that dressing up like Robin Hood isn't enough and that he needs to do more as Oliver Queen. Yeah, no, and that makes sense. Another thing that also happened in the show, but having him run for mayor. Yeah, that happened in the comics too. Mayor Oliver Queen has happened before.
Broken fragments of my life.
Like that one was taken from actual Green Arrow comics this time instead of taken from Batman comics. There, I said it. I don't know how the hell I'm standing on this, but okay. I don't think I can get up there right now. I think I'm messing around with forces I shouldn't be messing with. Up, up, down he goes. Yeah, I don't think this was the right way to go. Son of a gun. It's like, really? Then where the hell am I supposed to go if not this way? Because I'm getting turned around. And I can't hit that where I need to do anything to it. I doubt I'll be able to from over here. No. This must not be the right time to do this, so. Whee! No fall damage. I hope they do as well with swapping Barry for Wally. Wally West, in the same way that Jon Stewart is Green Lantern for a large generation of DC's audience, Wally is the Flash. Barry Allen might be the standard bearer, the Silver Age Flash, but Wally is our Flash. Wally is your people who grew up on the DC animated universe Flash. What am I screwing up? Like, what am I missing? Because I gotta be missing something. And I can't believe I'm still here fucking around trying to get to one damn room. Because I don't have any other ability. I don't have a way to get in there. Can't get through that door. What am I missing? I'm trying to get to Dr. Young's office. Whoops. I know this isn't going to get me where I'm going, but whatever. It's at least something. Bell that fell down the belfry and crashed through the tower is a reference to Batman 89. I think so. I mean, that's how I always looked at it. I'm assuming it's supposed to be. How did I end up here? I don't know. Whoops. Just jumping around this thing. In Arkham... I also want a period piece about the JSA. I love the JSA. I think it'd be cool to get a period piece about the JSA. Not right now because, Black Adam and Hawkman and Dr. Fate and just the way they handled all of that stuff.
Patient interview 6. Dr. Crane has been back in custody for 3
But yes, Wally supremacy. That's the only W supremacy I stand for, is Wally supremacy.
Good evening, Stephen. How are you tonight? I'm conducting the session, Jonathan. Of course.
I didn't love Black Adam.
Let's talk about the events 3 weeks ago. What did you think you'd achieve? Dr. Murphy is still in therapy. I wanted to understand him. His personal demons, his fears.
What are you afraid of? Roman, how are you doing? How are you doing this very early morning? I am doing very well. I hope you are as well.
Now just another resident in Arkham. Can I have a drink? A strong one? This kind of question bores me. I'm afraid.
I really like that design of the scarecrow there as well in the picture.
What are you afraid of?
Ah, I love that question. I'm afraid not. Tell me, Doctor, what are you afraid of? It was fun, and that's about it. That may be just doing good today. I don't know why I'm still live, because I'm trying to figure out how to get to Dr. Young's office, and it's ticking me off. But I've been playing Batman for a while, and apparently I'm just still kind of running. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not going to be mad about it because I'm having fun. I did like Dr. Fate. I love Aldous Hodge, who played Hawkman. My biggest problems are, one, that The Rock just doesn't understand that Black Adam is a villain, and he can't lose contractually, so like he just kind of poo-poos the fact that he's a villain, which is annoying. They ignore the fact that Hawkman is also immortal, was in ancient Egypt, and knows Black Adam from then, which would have been a really cool plot point as to why he offers or accepts the role of looking after Black Adam. Also, his weapons are nth metal, which is magic, which means they can hurt Black Adam, which would give, again, more to the story, because Black Adam isn't just a god who's like, sure, I'll go along with your crap. Instead, it's like, yeah, you'll go along with it, or I'll beat you in the face with my magic mace and wings. So many things that they could have done to make the movie stronger that are all there within the lore, but you can't do because Dwayne Johnson can't lose. And so, poo. So it just ends up being Dwayne being cool. Why did he want to fight Superman instead of Shazam? Because he didn't believe that Shazam is a big enough villain. Shazam is goofy, and he didn't want to fight a goofy villain. He wanted to fight, or a goofy hero, he wanted to fight the biggest one, because he wanted to beat Superman. Because if he beats Superman, then you recognize immediately how big of a threat Black Adam is and how cool he is. And he and Henry Cavill are buddies. They have the same trainer. It was a combination of factors. And I'm mad about it because, like, the fact that we have 2 Shazam movies and a Black Adam movie and no plans for the 2 of them to ever meet is incredibly frustrating. Sexy doesn't understand the character. He does look like the character, but he doesn't. He just wants to be the hero. I'm just going to walk into it again and again and again because I'm tired of this. What in the L am I missing? I can't do that thing. Did I miss something way back in another room? Because now I'm going to probably call it quits if and when I get into Dr. Young's office. See, I thought maybe it had to do with this. Like going this way. But I can't figure out how to get in there. Hence why I thought maybe I should break the bell. Hang on. Oh my goodness. What do you mean subject obscured? Isn't it just the big thing? I don't know. Batista would be a good Hugo Strange. I like that idea a lot. Problem is that, you know, Hugo Strange... I was going to say... The only difference is that Hugo Strange wouldn't be a necessarily as big of a guy if... Let's see here. If Robert Pattinson isn't that big of a guy. Because Hugo Strange's supposed to kind of match Batman physically. I like that you said, hint, north wall. As if north is like, is this north? I don't know. I don't know where north is. I don't have a compass. Hang on. Let's get a new vantage on life. Let's see here. Yeah. Parry what? Gravity? Grab the bat compass. Diddle-a-diddle-a-diddle-a-diddle-a-doo. Hugo Strange is jacked in the comics. My thing is that he's jacked because he matches Bruce Wayne. Robert Pattinson is not jacked. I mean, it would work. He does look like Hugo Strange. Like, I think it would be a great casting. It's just my brain was just like, I mean, he's supposed to look like Bruce a little bit. Not like Hush look like Bruce, but... Northern wall for a removable grate, which I did. Crawl up through the cobwebby corridor and drop down. Cobwebby corridor. Oh, good night, Queenie. Oh, I think it's not in here. I think maybe it's going back to one of these other rooms. We'll find out. I know Hugo Strange from Arkham City, so I want George Takei. George Takei. Oh my. Was he the voice of Hugo Strange? Because if he was, I don't remember. Oh my. Okay, check out the northern wall in detective mode for a removable grate. Which I thought I went there. Oh, no, he wasn't. Okay, I didn't think he was, but I was like, was that him and I didn't notice it? Alright, adios. Yeah, like I said, I think I know what you're saying, which means I was in the right spot and I must have missed something. Which is going to make me really mad. Because I think I know what you're saying. Which means I've wandered around for like an hour. Because you said spider webs. And that's why I'm like... Wasn't that like... No, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Son of a bitch. It's right there, isn't it? And this is the proof in the pudding that I am streaming too late. That I should have probably called it quits a while ago. Because, yeah, I definitely missed what was an obvious...
That trophy was a test. Well done. You passed the elementary grade.
Let's get into Dr. Young's office. Let's beat these guys up, and then we'll call it a night.
Joker's not gonna...
Straddle him, punch him in the face.
Joker's thugs
Yep,
were
you
trying to
did
get
not
into that
miss
office.
me
Looks like they couldn't get through the
missing
main door.
the
Had to find a different
most
way in.
obvious great of all time. Okay, it wasn't the most obvious, but it was up there. Nope, not the one. But yeah, can you imagine George Takei say something like, "I know who you are, Bruce Wayne. Oh my. You're Batman." I don't do a good George Takei. I don't have nearly enough bass in my voice, but I can dig it. Dr. Young's office. Black Mask.
Already got to the safe. The only question now is, who opened it? No sign of forced entry. Whoever opened it knew the combination.
He is quite a bit too old to play in a superhero film, but I hear you.
Dr. Young got to her notes before Joker. She's taken them to hide somewhere. I need to follow her and find out where she put them.
We'll find the forensic trail.
Oracle, I'm on Dr. Young's trail. I've had to calibrate the scanner to only show recent prints. If I follow these, I will find her or the notes.
I hope it works. Just so you know, the GCPD found one of Joker's bombs downtown. It was full of marzipan and kittens.
As I thought, it's just a twisted diversion. The real action's on Arkham.
All right. Well, give me just 1 second here. Just going to go ahead and flash back over here real quick. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who dropped in and hung out. We got a ton of new faces around here today. We got, let's see, just today, Digital Wizard 69. Akil rated us with a party of 11. We got Sardonically, Adild 1988, Alferg's Herald. We had a wonderful stream with a lot of intense philosophical discussion, all sorts of stuff. Sure, go ahead and tell me real quick something you use to increase the bass of your voice. Go ahead. But I just want to say again, thank you to everybody who dropped by, especially those of you who put up with me doing this insane stuff here at the end. Big shout out also to Queenie, Digital Wizard, Darth Xerxes, Zalden Prime, who dropped in, and everybody there. Yes, breathe from your diaphragm, absolutely. And push it out. Yep, absolutely. In general, do that to maintain a more even tone when you speak and stuff. Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. Now I know exactly who you are, but either way, thank you for being here. Thank you to everybody. I'm going to go ahead and call it tonight. I've got to be up in a few hours anyway to get on with my day. Watch the Bad Batch today. So thank you again, and I will see you all next time. Don't forget, you can find me wherever better content creators are found, everywhere else on the internet. I will see you guys again tomorrow night. We'll relocate Elden Ring to then. Have a good one, and we will see you next time.
You are now leaving the SK base. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And never forget, the Force will be with you, always.